Hey, thank you so much for hopping on in, Sophia. How are you doing? Thank you guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Definitely a different type of topic today. We are going to be talking a little bit of YouTube drama. Not really even YouTube drama. Actually, it's more of Twitch stream drama. So how many people here are aware of the Sup Caitlyn and Dilly situation over on Twitch? If you're not, that's fine. I doubt a lot of people are today. But I want to talk about something a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit personal too, I guess. Not a clue, not a clue. Okay, so basically, if anybody's not familiar, I watch a lot of Charlie, Moist Critical, Penguin Z0 a lot. I think he's one of the best content creators. I always boast about him. I like the guy's content a lot. Well, basically, he posted a video not long ago of a Twitch streamer who invited one of her moderators over to her live Twitch stream, and basically she pretty much humiliated and bashed this mod for the entire runtime of the stream. Basically, that's what happened. And when I say really bashed, I mean really, really bashed. And basically saying he has no chance with any girls, things like that, probably destroying his self-esteem. Or pretty much the guy said he was okay with it, but basically not really okay with it. You can tell by the facial expressions the guy's making that he's just not okay with it, but for some reason, and I know why, because he was like me back then. That's why he didn't do anything, right? And now I'll tell you why. I know what the guy's going through. She roasted him it was pretty bad. I mean, the shit was pretty bad. And basically, she had like a set goal. So if she was like able to get like $500 in donations, she was going to kiss him on live stream. And when she kissed him, she basically started screaming, ran to the bathroom, started heaving, saying she has to wash her mouth out, things like this. And yeah, completely just destroying this guy's self-esteem. And the guy, he said he was okay with it and cool with it and everything, but you can clearly tell he just was not okay with it. And that's so sad to me because I know what he's going through. You see, with guys like this, even if they say they're okay with it, and it doesn't have to be just a guy, it could be a girl too. They say they're okay with it, but you know for a fact they're probably not really okay with it. And he even went live on Charlie's channel not long ago, which I was there for the live stream. I really wanted to hear what this guy was going to say, and basically he said everything I was already picturing he was already going to say. He was making up excuses. He was in complete denial that this girl was doing anything wrong, and how apparently she was telling him in the background, we don't have to do this if you don't want to do it, which I almost don't even believe. Even if she did do it, he was going to say yes, and she was just going to buy into it, which is just horrible. I guess she thinks it's okay for her to act like this to a friend, a person that she actually acknowledges as being like her little brother. And she thinks it's okay to treat him like that in front of like God knows how many people were watching that live stream. I still, and it was a few days ago, so this is not like brand new drama. This is it's going on, relatively older drama, but like it's still going on, and people are like completely losing it on Twitter, Instagram. They're going after her, they're bashing her and everything like that. I mean, it's going nuts. I don't believe that at all. She's no, I don't think she's like, I don't know what her idea of a friend is, but yeah, he should not be friends with her. Like, I think her idea of a friend is somebody who can help her hit a certain goal, right? Like, use them and suck them dry for as much content as she possibly can to elevate her status on Twitch. That's kind of how it feels to me. She doesn't view friends as people you make jokes with, you go out to eat with, you do all this stuff with. Her idea of friends are like well, let's not like get like bullyish. I don't want to drop to her level, okay? And there's people out there defending her and whatnot, and it's not like I can't understand defending somebody. I don't think she deserves death threats. I don't think she deserves bullied. But she needs to be called out. That's what this is about. It's just about being called out. That's what it is. And the issue is that I have is that she's not taking any sort of ounce of credibility for it. She's not saying she's done anything wrong. She's not saying anything like that. We're talking about the Sup Caitlyn and Dilly drama that's been happening these last few days now. Yeah, so basically, I'm saying if I'm the dude. Oh, gotcha. So if you're saying if you're the dude, you would have said something like that. I don't know if I would have done that. I would have just straight up walked out. And the issue here's the issue, guys. It's not as simple as just saying yes or no. I know a lot of people are like, you got to just say no, man. And no, it's not as simple as that because, again, I was in this guy's shoes at one point in my life. I can completely understand what he's going through. The reason why he's not saying anything and not telling her his true emotions is because he's afraid that if he does say something, she's going to completely cut him off. What's the point of hanging out with me if you're not going to help me make content, right? That's the kind of thing. Like, he's already a moderator, so he already does a lot for her channel. So if now she, turns her down in any way, that has to do with making content, she might just go ahead and say, you know what, just get out of here. We don't need to be friends anymore. And I think that's what's going through his mind. I definitely think he's afraid that she's just going to go down the worst case scenario and just kick him out. And that is such the mentality of that to actually keep thinking that on the top of your mind, or he'll lose her as a friend, or in his own mind he does think, he does truly believe that they're probably friends. And unfortunately, she keeps telling him probably things behind the scenes we're best friends, we're okay with this is cool, right? And things like that. And he's probably sitting there yeah, this is cool, and no, buddy, that's not how friends act. That's not how friends do it. It's sad. It's truly heartbreaking. I just had to say something about it because I'm not a fan. I cannot get behind it. And I know there's probably fans of her out there, and if you're a fan of her, that's fantastic. I wish you the best, and all that. But I just personally, I cannot get behind that because I have been humiliated. I have been bullied in school. I know what it's like. This took me right back to my high school days. That's one of the reasons why I want to talk about it, because I know exactly what it's like to be pretty much humiliated like that. I really do. I've had girls make fun of me, pity me, and shit like that, and it's not cool. It's an icky feeling to have, being humiliated like that. And look, if it was them bantering back and forth, that would have been one thing. Then we would have been able to tell, oh, okay, that's just a buddy thing. Now they're going back and forth at each other. But the issue was, I feel like the guy was so emotionally just defeated. He tried to make a comeback one time in that stream, and I feel like he was so emotionally defeated that he just didn't want to even continue. He just didn't want to do it anymore because you could tell it actually affected him. He's gonna deny it, but it affected him emotionally. Clearly, the guy has feelings for this girl, and even at one point tried to say that it's like a brother-sister dynamic, and even she's going about how it's like a brother-sister dynamic. Okay, if it's like a brother-sister dynamic, that's fine, that's great. But why are you making set goals? If you get a certain amount of money, you're going to let him sniff your panties. Or like before, kiss him on live stream. Okay, that's not really a brother-sister dynamic. That's like a Pornhub stepbrother and stepsister dynamic. Not a brother-sister dynamic. So I truly don't buy most of the things that are being said. I just feel like honesty should just come out at this point. Just be honest. Just say you don't appreciate it. That's all you have to do, man, and you would be fine. I guarantee you that. It's not like fucking, you're gonna get kicked out and then not have a career afterwards. Dude, you have 1,000 followers, over 1,000 followers because of this whole fiasco on Twitch now. I mean, the fact that she has more followers than you is kind of shocking because I feel like, people need to start supporting people who are actually nice. And the guy's not even a bad-looking dude. That's the thing, man. He's not even a bad-looking dude, but for some reason, he got fucking trashed. And she even, okay, I'm really going on a rant here, and I'm really kind of tripping over my words. I'm tripping over my words a lot. But I was watching a video, it wasn't even that long ago when I was watching this video of her talking and trying to defend themselves and things like that, in the kitchen. And they're just talking to the camera. And she feels like she's being bullied now. And how, pretty much it should cancel out. Well, how can you sit there and criticize me for being a bully when you guys are being a bully yourself? And I can't get behind that. It's okay, so now you're trying to, justify what you did because people are being bullies to you? What are you talking about, girl? What are you talking about, lady? You were a bully. Just acknowledge it. You were being rude. You were being rude to somebody you call a friend. You got called out for it. You should just say, okay, guys, I was a little bit too mean-hearted. Okay? This is what the response should have been. I was a bit too mean-hearted. I take full acknowledgement of that. I had a few drinks. I was really going at it. I thought we were on the same page, but clearly we weren't. I was really putting him in a situation. I truly apologize to Dilly. This was wrong of me to do. It's my bad, guys. It's my bad. I really fucked up here. And I think people would have been more okay with that than, and dude, she made a Twitch post, and literally a Twitch post of her, because Charlie said, do you even get paid? And I don't even know if they get paid or not. Yeah, after the responses that we've gotten, and she goes and she makes a Twitch post, pretty much walking out. Dilly's in the kitchen, walking out into the kitchen, has a pair of her underwear, and says, "If you guys don't think I pay my mods, you're mistaken," and gives him the underwear to sniff. Brother sister dynamic, huh? Yeah, very brother sister dynamic. I can see it. Oh, clear as day. What the fuck is going on here? I don't know. I truly don't know. To me, the fact that Dilly is scared, unlike you, can be mod for the streamers, not to the end of the world. You don't have to mod for her. No, you don't have to mod for her anymore, man. And look, I get it. I get it. You're in that situation, and I can't speak for him. I don't know these people in person, so I cannot speak for them. Obviously, I don't want to put words in people's mouths. This is coming from somebody who's just watching on the outside, seeing what's going on, and I'm not impressed. It's just not impressive. They're really running themselves into the ground. Mostly her, but they're really, guys, it's not a brother sister dynamic. Clearly the guy has feelings for you, and you're aware of this, and you're taking complete advantage of that. That's what the situation is. But that's just my opinion. I used to go out of my way for people, man. I really did. I used to go out of my way for people. And people would, my friends and family would always question me, "Why are you doing all of this? Why are you going out of the way for, this person?" It's like, and it feels like they're using you almost. And I would be like, no, that's not the case. They would never do that to me. We're fucking, tight as can be. And then I would go out there and do stuff, and I would waste all my time, hours upon hours during the day just for this person. And all of a sudden, like, it started occurring to me. I was like, I'm literally wasting a lot of my time helping someone out who, I don't really feel that appreciated for. And it's just like, you gotta break through that mentality. All I know is, if it was my friend, I would have took him and stand up for yourself. Exactly, man. If that was my friend, if Dilly was my buddy, and I heard her, like, slamming him like that, I'd be like, this stream is done. I would have walked out there and said, this stream is done, Caitlin. We're not doing this anymore. And I would have probably just said, end the stream, or do the stream by your fucking self. And I would have just said, hey, Dilly, let's go, man. Because it's not cool. It's not cool. And even if they say they're okay with it, that does not automatically mean they are okay with it. Okay, they might feel pressurized to say that because they don't want to lose that person as a friend. And you got to start considering that, just because it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm cool with it, that does not mean it's okay with it. If you really think that someone would be okay about being ridiculed online, you're mistaken. Hell, he's admitted that before. He's like, no one would love to feel like that. No one would want that to be in that situation. And it's like, okay, then why are you okay with it? No one would want to be in that situation. It's as simple as that. Nobody wants to be bullied. Even if they say they do, they don't. Trust me, they don't. And they certainly don't understand the repercussions for being bullied online, because now everybody wants to be in a part of the joke, and then everybody starts bashing you and starts making fun of the way you look and things like that. And then now you're overwhelmed because you don't know how to react to that stuff. So yeah, no, I really feel like she fucked up big time, and her responses to all of this have been nothing but just insanity. Like, no fucking proper friend would think like this. And I've known girls like her in school, and let me tell you, outside of school, they didn't have a whole lot of friends because they were very toxic. No one wanted to be around them. He also has to worry about losing a job as well. I think he'd be fine. I really do. I think a lot of people probably would have jumped on his bandwagon if he actually had said, you know what, I'm done with that. Don't make fun of me anymore. I feel like a lot of people would be like, hey, I like this guy. I like that he stood up for himself, and people would have went over there. I think he would have gotten a small audience. It may not have been a big audience. They wouldn't have been like over 300,000, like hers, but it would have been a start. And it already is a start, dude. The guy has already like 1,000 followers on Twitch. The guy's already doing decent. He's almost to 2,000. I mean, all he has to do is just build up his audience, man. And look, if he loses that job, that's fine, but he doesn't have to sit there and take it. No one in the right mind should be thrown into that situation and have to feel like you have to sit there and take it. And then apparently, I'm not even sure if he's actually getting paid. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's getting paid or not. His responses are not very good when it comes to that. Charlie asked him, do you guys even get paid? And he goes and says something like, well, we get a lot of publicity because, we're working with a Twitch streamer. And I'm like, but do you get paid? Like actual money? And then she made that Twitch post of her handing over the panties and saying, yeah, if you don't think I paid my mods, there you go. It's like, how fucking self-absorbed are you? Do you really think that's what guys want? They want money. They want like a stack of cash to buy fucking groceries and pay their bills, not a fucking piece of clothing. And maybe that was for a joke. Probably was. But still, in bad taste and at the wrong time. That's a real question. Are you paying your fucking workers? Right? That's a real question. That's a real thing you got to do if you're hiring people. Brother-sister dynamic. Oh, dang, good for him. I didn't know that. I'll be honest. If the job I found out, I think, dude, I've been made fun of at the workplace. Are you kidding me? I've been humiliated at the workplace. It's not a good feeling. And especially online, dude, where like millions of people are watching. Not a good feeling. Hey, Adriana. Thank you guys for hopping on in, by the way. Yeah, we're going on a little bit of a rant. I just wanted to talk about something. I was watching this situation where a guy was getting bullied online. And the way it's been handled has been just nuts. It's been insane. I got to be honest. And at this point, this Twitch streamer probably should just hang up her coat at this point. And yeah, I've been cyberbullied a lot. It's not fun. Let's see here. Yes, at the workplace, it's worse because it's real life compared to on Twitter. Well, imagine every time you get online, you see another comment about you. I mean, that's pretty fucked up. I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I'm okay with it, but clearly this guy's not okay with that kind of shit. I think it hurt him more, though. It was coming from the person I truly think he actually cares about. It was coming from her mouth. I mean, she literally said that she would rather go back into an emotionally damaging relationship with her ex. She would rather go back to her ex, who apparently was emotionally abusive against her. She said she would rather go back to him than date Dilly for 6 freaking months. It even had a timestamp. Like, you didn't have to do it for the rest of your life. Only 6 months, but you would rather go back to your ex, an emotionally abusive dude, than date him for 6 months. Do you honestly know how fucked up that is to get told to your face by somebody you think actually gives a shit about you? Like, this guy probably deep down wants her to be, he has a crush on her. I think he has a crush on her. And I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but I think it's quite obvious he has feelings in some regards to her. And to be told that to your face on a live stream while she's laughing about it, not a good feeling. That definitely destroyed his self-esteem. That right there, I think, shattered it completely. Who in the right mind would want to be in an emotionally abusive relationship, first off and foremost? I mean, she says she doesn't go by looks, but clearly she fucking does. I mean, if that didn't say it, I think it's obvious. I mean, you could argue, though, maybe it's that whole brother and sister dynamic. But, okay, if that's the case, why are you letting him sniff your pants? Why are you letting him kiss you on live stream? Why are you doing all this stuff? That makes no sense to me. She was basically saying that she would never date a guy like Dilly. Yeah, basically. But then why are you... I think she's... And look, I don't want to... Again, I don't want to be that person throwing words in people's mouths. I don't want to assume but that stuff. But I've known situations like this. I've been in situations like this. I think she's actually, keeping him around, making him think that, everything's okay and cool and stuff, and that she really likes him and stuff like that, just to keep him around for content. Apparently, when he went through a breakup, a 5-year relationship breakup, she wanted him to be in a video immediately. Like, after he just went through a pretty traumatizing experience. And Charlie actually pointed this out better. Again, he's better to watch than I am. This is just me giving my thoughts, and this is me going over some of the things that I talk about. And this came out of Dilly's own mouth. She broke up. He went through a breakup, a 5-year relationship, and immediately wanted him for content. Said, hey, come on over, let's shoot a video. How do you do that to somebody? Like, do you really... That right there is pretty horrible, right? I mean, a 5-year relationship is over. And... first thing she wants to do is make a video. It's just, that does not look good, and I agree with Charlie on everything he had said. It does not look amazing, and again, now I'm speaking from my own personal experiences. and actually comparing my shit with his, and I'm like, this was me at some point in my life. Yeah, she's just stringing him along, and it does feel like that, unfortunately. Hey, Emerald, how you doing? Hey, guys, thank you so much for hopping on in. Hi, hope you're well. Hey, name's Jasmine. Who's Sup Caitlin? She's a Twitch streamer, who recently pretty much, and I don't want to, like, go over every single detail, but pretty much destroyed one of her mods on live stream. Like, destroyed him emotionally. Yeah, it's crazy stuff like that. We're not going to be talking about this the entire stream. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there because I'm really bothered by it. It's been eating me up for the past few days now because I can't get over it. It just took me right back to my high school days. And if you know me, my high school days were certainly not fun. It was like a battlefield for me. Mentally and emotionally, it was a battlefield for me. So it took me right back to that time, and I just cannot not, like, say something about it. You're right, it was emotional damage, yeah. Yeah. Just in case your messages are showing up, I can see them on the stream. Let me go back up really quick. Sorry, guys. If I miss your comments, guys, and I'm ranting, trust me, I'm probably going to miss your comments. If I'm on a rant, I'm not going to read them because I'm going. My mind is going. I can't stop. I got to speak. So I know a lot of people want me to read their messages, like, right now, but I apologize, guys. It's really good. The more investigation time and really good evidence. Can you give... It's really good. Okay, let me go back up a little bit more. I'm not trying to spam you of seeing this. I just can't see it in the chat on screen. No, your comments are coming through, man. Let me go back up. Sorry, I missed your comments, guys. I apologize. I was just going on a rant. I do this from time to time. Hey, Samantha, how are you doing? Samantha, do you know what I'm talking about? The whole Sup Caitlin and Dilly situation on Twitch? If you're familiar with a lot of Twitch streamers. If not, guys, look it up. Just look up Charlie's video. Go watch it. You'll have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. And if you want to even learn more, go to him interviewing the guy on his channel. He does a live stream. He did a live stream where he interviewed Dilly live, and the guy was in complete denial. Absolute complete denial, which is somewhere I was in my life at one point in my life. Everybody was telling me, don't do this, don't do that. Obviously you're being taken advantage of, things along those lines. And I just kept saying, nope, that's not how it is. You guys don't know the person like I do, and things along those lines. And that's kind of what he was doing on the live stream. Even to Charlie's face, he was in just complete denial. I heard he exited The Exorcist. Yep, I heard about that. David Gordon Green exited the new Exorcist movie, which is probably for the best, in all honesty. What I'm trying to say is go off, come back and try just in case. Anita, hey CJ, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much for hopping on in, guys. We're not talking about this all day, but we're talking about some Twitch stream drama really quick because it bothered me. Have you seen The Pope's Exorcist? No, I have not seen it yet. CME, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for hopping on in. Sorry about the bells, guys. They go off every hour. Annoying. I used to follow her on Twitch. I liked her until she started being rude, and I stopped watching. But when she went live after the drama, and she kept saying how Charlie keeps putting words in Dilly's mouth, yeah, that's fucked up. Dilly literally said most of the things that Charlie was just repeating. Dilly himself was saying all of that shit. So, yeah. And I don't blame Dilly for saying that stuff, but her coming at Charlie saying she's the one now being the victim is so pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic. Hey, what's good, Steph? How you doing, man? Sorry, I hit enter too soon. I'm sorry, Jordan. I didn't mail your package last weekend. Oh, don't worry about it. Test positive for COVID. Oh, don't worry about it. To be honest, I have no idea who this is, but I have been hearing it everywhere. It looked hurtful. It was fucked up. And it really, again, guys, it took me back to my high school days. That's why I really wanted to say something, because I couldn't get around it. Let's see here. Hope you had a good Christmas. I did. Thank you for asking. How was your Christmas? Yeah, I used to follow her on Twitch, though. I mean, she still is, like, doing really well. Like, she has, like, still 300,000 something followers over on Twitch. She's not doing bad. But I don't think she's going to be streaming for a while. I don't think she streamed on Twitch ever since that one live stream about when she did it with Dilly. Because I think she's too afraid that she's just going to get bombarded live. She's going to be slammed live. What's the situation about, if you don't mind me asking? Explaining, thank you. Basically, this Twitch streamer by the name of Sup Caitlin did a live stream where she brought on one of her moderators named Dilly and basically trashed him the entire time, when clearly the guy has he has a certain amount of feelings for this Twitch streamer. You could tell he actually likes her, but she basically trashed him the entire effing time of the live stream, basically saying when they go out to the club, he's not going to bring any girl back because he has no shot at it, saying things, making him kiss, like having him kiss her or her kiss him on live stream, doing a set goal, saying if we make $500, I'll kiss Dilly live. Then when she kisses him, starts screaming, runs to the bathroom, acts like she's throwing up, washes her mouth out, saying it was horrible, making the guy's self-esteem pretty much shatter. Being straight up a bully on live stream to this guy, this poor guy who is pretty, he wasn't even creepy at all. That's the thing, man. He wasn't even creepy. He wasn't even being weird about it. He was just a normal guy, and she just pretty much, made him probably feel like the worst piece of shit ever. Why is this a thing? I don't know. She, for some reason, does so well on Twitch. Like, she has a giant audience, and the only thing I can think of is that because people like to watch hateful shit. I don't understand. Like, don't set the goals if you're not going to act like that. Yeah, if you're going to act like that. Exactly. People, she was like, and then she made a response video saying she wasn't entitled to kissing him because he's a guy, right? Like, I'm not entitled to kissing him. Okay, then why are you setting the goals? If we make $500, I'll kiss him live. You're the one who set the goals, not Dilly. You're the one who did that. And then you made him feel like shit for it. You're the one doing it. And then you're opening him up for... It is content. Yes, it's content, but it's not good content, in my personal opinion. It's shit. You're promoting fucking bullying when you do shit like that. And nobody who watches that shit thinks of it as just content. There are people who watch that and view that as being, actually bullied, and this is a real situation. Shock factor, basically, just to gain the views. Possibly, but at his expense. That's the sad part. It's all at that guy's expense. So that guy is the one who's going to be known as the guy who was fucking humiliated on live stream. It's not good. It's just not good content. And you could clearly tell the guy's not okay with it. He says he's okay with it, but you can see in all of his facial expressions. I mean, there's a reason why people look for facial expressions when questioning people, and because they start doing the small things. I did this when I was going through the same situation. I would do the simple, like, rub my face with my hand. I used to do that all the time to kind of, hide my nervousness and my uncomfortability and stuff. When I'm being asked about stuff like that, I used to, like, blink a lot, blink really fast. I used to sniff like he did. Obviously, he had, like, an allergy or something to her cats, but I used to do that all the time. Like, I used to do that all the fucking time. And he's doing that shit nonstop. He's pacing back and forth, wobbling back and forth. Yeah, you have to have a heart to, like... Yeah, it's the disrespect. Yeah, the disrespect. It's sad. It's sad. She's the one who set those rules. And then is making it come off like men feel entitled to a kiss or something like that. But she's the one setting those rules to kiss all these guys. And then obviously the person I just watched, she started showing me clips of all these different guys she was kissing. And she basically said that she did this to every guy, right? She would kiss them and act like it was disgusting. So she'd run to the bathroom and, think it's gross and everything. But no, she has kissed a lot of dudes on her live streams and said that was a good kiss. But for some reason, this one guy, Dilly, she just completely destroyed. Yeah, completely just eradicated. And it's sad. It's sad because she put him in that situation. Oh, yeah, it was recent. It was like last week, yeah. I felt so sorry for him. I think she's a bad person for doing that to him. She's definitely... It does not make her look like a really good person, doesn't it, when, that happens. What did I miss? Definitely go watch Moist Critical's video. It'll give you more of an idea of what's going down. Charlie's very respectful about it. So if you really want to watch more, I think the video is called "This is the Saddest Stream Ever." And yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. Is this OnlyFans or some Twitcher? This is a Twitch streamer. I went through the whole bully thing too, so I feel for him. These guys paid someone to ask me out and then got paid, and then he broke up with me right in front of everyone. He will get someone and she won't. Yep. That's fucked up. I'm sorry to hear that. He puts up with her shitty behavior, and she continues to do it. Yep. Because he's afraid to lose her as a friend. In his own mind, that is his friend. Because she has made him think that. When she went off screen after that, it sounds like she was fake puking. Yeah, she wasn't even puking. She was just faking it, yeah. To be kind of mean-spirited. I don't know. To be funny, in her own mind, I guess, she was trying to be funny. I don't know what her deal was. Maybe I'll bring up a clip really quick. Maybe I'll bring up a clip to give you guys an idea of what kind of person this is, right? And I'm probably going to get annoyed because watching this is just annoying to me. Okay, let's go ahead and look this up really quick. Sup, Caitlin Dilly. Let's see if we can get the moment. Oh, look at that. There's me. There's Charlie's interview with him. Saddest Twitch stream ever. Yeah, this is only 5 days ago. Sorry, Charlie. I'm gonna watch one of your videos live, buddy. I'm sorry about this. Okay, I want to get like an idea. Where's the kissing moment? Yeah, let's go to the kissing moment just to see and look at the guy's face and tell me that he's okay with this. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Give me 1 second. This is it, I think.
Stain that his lips put upon hers. It's just evil. This whole stream is her basically just bullying this guy.
Well,
Here it is. Okay, I went a little bit hot.
Stream. They reached the donation goal, so now she's obligated to give him a little smooch.
can't do it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Can you come closer?
This close? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Can you pucker up? Pucker up.
This is I have small lips.
You just snotted on me. You just snotted on me.
My allergies.
You little snots went on my leg.
It did?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, come on.
Okay, okay.
Sorry. I need to wash my mouth.
I need to wash my mouth.
If I was watching a hostage video where someone had kidnapped my grandmother, threatening to slit her throat unless I paid the ransom, I would honestly find that video to be less cruel and more humane than this Twitch stream I just watched. This is absolutely brutal. My heart breaks for this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's done to deserve this, but this is like a divine punishment here. This whole thing was her idea. This was her donation incentive. And
Okay, there's that. I'm just giving you guys more of an idea of what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for 6 months.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah. This right here.
is like this. No friendship goes like this. Of course, you're going to joke around with your friends. You're going to get mean with your friends. But at the end of the day, you're close. And you know that there's no actual bad blood or malicious intent there. I do not get that vibe from this interaction.
No, you
at
don't.
all,
No, you
because it is
don't.
unrelenting for an hour and 25 minutes. And what I'm about to show you here, I think, is the most foul thing that she said throughout it.
Oh my
pretty
god,
bad.
it's gonna go back with my ex or get like for 6 months. Fuck. Okay, so in case you guys know or don't know, I don't want to say his name out loud. This ex fucking traumatized me. Get a gambling addiction, drug addiction, porn addiction. Like he actually fucked me up. Okay, so either go through like trauma and emotional abuse or date Dilly for 6 months. Trying to get back with my ex. Okay, next question.
Look at that guy's face right there.
Is it truly a
It's in 2 times.
And he's not even smiling. Then he just goes right back to looking at the live stream, and then he's doing this with his nose and stuff. I get he has an allergy, but like, she just explained how this guy emotionally traumatized her, right? And Charlie's gonna have to obviously talk about that, and obviously I'm repeating what he's saying, but like, this guy obviously emotionally traumatized her, and she said straight up that I'm gonna get back with my ex, and then she laughed about it and said next question. Like, didn't even say she was joking or anything like that. She just straight up mean spirited. Yeah. Yeah. That's so overdramatic. I thought so too. Yeah, very overdramatic. It was just mean spirited. Like, why would you do that to somebody? You can see in her face she does not want to do it. You can see in her face she does not want to do it. No, she doesn't. But she's the one who made that rule. So like, why would you want to do that anyways? And then put him on that spot to be disrespectful. It's just fucking stupid. I'm just so confused right now. Yeah, we're talking about some YouTube drama, Twitch stream drama. Sorry about that. Why would you want this on stream? It's such if it's such a problem. Exactly. Why do it if you didn't want to do it in the first place? If you view this guy as a little brother, why would you want to do this? It makes no fucking sense. Their excuses don't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, you feel genuinely bad for the guy. I would rather watch Cody and Satori than this. Oh my good golly. Actually, I kind of agree with you. I do actually. I would actually rather watch Satori and Cody than watch this girl. Yeah, do what she's doing. Yeah. It's disgusting behavior. I'm not gonna lie.
Times B because again she was going on a montage of degrading him, And then it got to that question. Would you rather get back with your ex,
Yeah.
who apparently traumatized her, or date Dilly for 6 months? And she chooses her ex and then just laughs it off. She would rather be in, I guess, this emotionally abusive situation that she called it and be traumatized than be with Dilly for 6 months.
Yeah.
Why would...
And it's not even like she would be with him for like years and years and years. It's 6 months. It's not even a year. Like, why would you say that? Just like, is that her idea of cracking a joke and being funny? The excuses are invalid for sure. Yeah, no, it sucks. It's fucking stupid. Why would you want this on a stream? Exactly. Sorry, guys. I know this is longer than probably what most of you guys were expecting, but I cannot stop talking about this bullshit. It's bad. It's not even the worst. Like, that was probably the worst thing that she probably said to him that probably, just shattered his self-esteem. But there's more that she said to him. I mean, I didn't even see the full stream, but...
Dilly has been brainwashed by her into thinking that he's a good friend of hers. But Dilly, I'm just going to hit you with a cold water. Friends don't treat each other this way. She is treating you like a subhuman pile of garbage.
Me personally, I would not hit. So, yeah, there is a right or wrong answer. Well, me personally...
Oh, this... Okay, this is a good example of why I think this guy truly does have feelings for her. And then he came out with the excuse saying, it's a brother-sister dynamic. This is the first part where I was like, okay, clearly it's not that, because, yeah, this happened. Rate mod from 1 to 10, so she's rating him from 1 to 10. And if you would smash. Clearly and obviously, no, she would not. That's obvious, but she is very mean-spirited about it.
How about you rate me first?
10 out of 10.
And that's just how I feel like she is so full of herself. Why don't you rate me first? And he's like 10 out of 10. No, he didn't even hesitate. He's just 10 out of 10. So he obviously has a crush on her, right? That's obvious. Okay, 10 out of 10. And it is, and people are going to be like saying, well, he could have meant 10 out of 10 personality-wise. The question is rate mod from 1 to 10 and if you would smash. 10 out of 10, yes.
Oh, fuck, I'm not gonna rate. I'm just gonna drink.
That means I'm a 6. It's okay.
If it was a 6, I would have said that out loud.
No.
Look at that shit, man. How is that funny? The guy was like, it's a 6, it's fine. And he was cracking a joke, and I didn't take that wrong. But then she's like, if it was a 6, I would have said it out loud. She had him rate her, and she doesn't even have the fucking cojones to rate. It irritates the shit out of me. It was literally not even a question for him, but she made it a question for him. I hate that shit, man. That boils my blood. Boils my blood. I'm not a fan. I can't. I'm not a fan of that. I really am not, because I would have been just like, I'd have just straight up said, you're a 1. You're nothing, actually. Can I go 0? Yeah, that's what I'd say. Can I go 0? 0 out of 10, is that fair? Hey, Panther, how you doing, man? We're just talking about some Twitch stream drama, man. It's almost over, I promise. I just got to get my thoughts out there. I needed to vent to somebody, because it's been eating me up for the past few days now. Logan Paul, I can let slide anymore, but yeah, high school shit, man. And I made a tweet. I said, you see, you're a prime example of people who should just not be as successful as you are. There's genuinely hard-working, nice-ass people on the platform and internet who don't get a view, and they deserve it, where they're working so hard for what they want. But you are actually like... That's such disgusting behavior. I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. That's just me. And I'm not trying to make it to where people are going to go over there and start bashing her and stuff. That's not what this is about. I'm not hoping... if you don't have the mentality to go over there and start being a bully yourself, don't be on her level. But this is just... I can't... People need to be called out for this kind of shit, because it's not cool. It's not. Hey... This is what happens when you love yourself way too high. Yeah, she made it about herself immediately. Did anybody notice that? Just made it about herself. What would you rate me out of 10? 10 out of 10. Didn't even wait. He just 10 out of 10. So yeah, the guy obviously has a crush on her. I mean, you wouldn't have rated somebody a 10 out of 10 unless you had a crush on him, right? Because you want to give them all that good flattery. You want them to feel good, right? That's what this guy unfortunately is doing a lot of. He's trying to make her feel good about herself. He's really amping her up, and she will not amp him up in the slightest because she doesn't give a shit. So sad. That is so sad.
Anyways,
Again, it's
Anyways, yeah, that sounds like a joke. Yeah. Did you see how she reacted to that?
listen to out loud.
Oh.
Anyways,
Anyways, goes to the next question. And look at this guy back here, awkwardly looking off. That's so fucked.
again, it's just an absolute flurry of disrespect from her towards Dilly.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show this clip here at the end because I think this is a great summation of how this whole experience went.
This is a good point.
He rates her a 10 out of 10. And then she refuses to rate him, so he playfully is like, oh, okay, that must mean like I'm a 6.
Yeah.
And then she didn't have to say anything. She could have
No,
just moved on.
no, that's the exact funny part. She didn't have to say anything. She could have just said, yeah, okay, fine. And then just that left it at that. And then nope, but she just was mean.
To the next question, but she went out of her way
Yeah.
to let him know that that's not the case. So she says, if it was a 6, I would have said it out loud. Anyway, just trying to take another little stab, drive the dagger deep inside of his heart here to let him know that he is beneath her. He's not a 6 to her, and he needs to know it. It's so unnecessarily mean. It's just being an asshole and nothing more. She puts him down every chance she can find. Uncomfortable stream entirely.
how likely is it for him to pick up a girl tonight?
Can I answer this honestly?
Honestly, you're not getting shit. I think
I hate that laugh, man, after that. You're not getting shit. Look at that. How can you sit there, man, and say that you're okay with this? Look at your face. I clearly can tell he's not really laughing to that joke. He's just awkwardly smiling because he has to for the camera. The guy is put on the spot, man.
maybe a girl be down to dance with you, you know?
That's a win.
But there's no way. I don't think you're getting any girls' numbers or going home with. I'm gonna say it's a 0 out of 10.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't bring anyone back here, but
I would let you. I'm a good friend. So you want?
Oh, yeah, you're a good friend, all right. I fucking hate that, man. Oh, yeah, you're a good friend. I'd let you bring back a girl. I'm a good friend. After that, God knows how long that stream was of you just getting completely destroyed. Yeah.
Want to bring a girl back here? You can. But I'm just being honest. I don't see it. Prove me wrong, though. You know, prove me wrong.
How mean do you have to be? And I'm not trying to smile and laugh, but how actually mean do you have to be? She is on a high pedestal. That's very, very true. And look, if you're a fan of her, that's fine. I'm not going to bash you for being a fan. But that... No, a friend does not treat another friend like that. Absolutely not. No, you're right. It just... Looking at that stream, you can't tell me personally that they're joking. Because it doesn't feel like a joke. It feels like a bombarding fucking massacre of just hateful comments. It does not feel like a loving friendship, having fun, joking around, drinking a few. No, look, if me and my buddy Lane were here and he was, taking jabs at me, I'd take jabs at him, he'd take jabs at me. That's how it should go back and forth, right? Being just buddies and good. And Karma will pay her a visit. Well, it already has. It already has. People do not think she is a good person right now. People are viewing her as a straight up bully. And that she kind of did it to herself, straight up. Yeah, I can't understand why.
I was perfectly content to not show you any more clips from the stream. I was just about to end the video, but then I remembered this moment, and I just had to showcase it. Even if it's not directly about her, she won't even let him think he has a chance with any girl, for that matter. None. Like, he's not even allowed to go into the club with a good mindset. They're going to a club later this evening, and they were getting hyped for it. Like, chat was asking, hey, do you think he has a chance with a girl? And this was her response to it. He's not even allowed to have a good mentality going into it because she's already shitting on him beforehand to bring his self-esteem down. It's just bullying. Like, she is just a bully to this guy. It just doesn't end. He's not allowed to breathe for a second, A, because of the allergies that he's subjected to. Let's go. Let's have a good putting him down. Again, for the millionth time this stream.
Who's better looking, Dilly or your ex? My ex. Next question.
Look at his face, guys. Okay, he's the one coming off like, this is okay. He's completely okay. Does that look like the face of some guy who's completely okay with it? Right there? He was absolutely just flabbergasted because she just straight up, without hesitant, just fucking said, my ex is better looking. And then she goes on without any sort of remorse or anything like that. I'd fucking, you watch, I would pick up that fucking mushroom back there and just chuck it at the wall. That is so actually mean. That is so actually mean. It's fucking bullshit. It's like, I'm actually, and I'm not meaning to laugh, but this is just so crazy to me. This whole situation. I'm almost in disbelief right now that she even just acted like that. I mean, they're saying what they're saying now, and I'm looking back on this, and I'm like just so dumbfounded about how this is all presented. It just, yeah. She gets a 0 for personality. Oh, I don't think, well, first off, I don't find this girl attractive at all, and she probably would say the same thing about me. I don't find her attractive at all. And yeah, the personality does add a lot, but I genuinely don't find her attractive. But the personality really just fucking, if she, okay, she probably would have been at least, like, if we were just going by looks, right? I'd probably give her about a 6.5 out of 10. But that's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But with that personality on top, I don't think I'd give her a 2. And I'm not trying to be a judgmental asshole, but clearly she's okay with being that. So, we're talking about her, the Twitch streamer. Sup, Caitlin. Sorry, I know. I can't stand bullies, man. I cannot stand bullies. I was bullied my entire high school career. Not just high school career. I was bullied from elementary all the way up to high school. In elementary, I was pushed to the ground, kicked by 3 different kids. And middle school was the worst for me. Kids were just ruthless back then. High school, it was probably from freshman year to junior year where I was bullied. And then senior year was actually probably the best year of my life. But I dealt with bullies. Girls really bullied me. I was made fun of a lot by girls. And it's not a good feeling. It's absolutely horrible. And this guy was me. Because I used to be a yes man, like him. To where it's like I was afraid to say how I personally felt because I felt like my friend was going to cut me off if I had said something that she didn't or he didn't agree with. Things like that always go through my mind. Even knowing it might not even be the case. He might actually say something to her and she might actually be cool with it. I don't know. But he's not going to say nothing. Did you know the producer of Scream's wife is Amber Freeman? I did not know that, actually. No, I didn't. Scream 5s. Yeah, I did not know that. Yeah, it's a negative 10 personally. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. She kind of, yeah, she really tarnished her. When people say, like, do personalities, like, tarnish someone's looks? Yeah, I think it does, actually. Because I can't view that person any other way than a bully. And I have no interest in ever being with somebody like that, a bully. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Yes, it hurts when you get picked on, especially in front of a group of people. I remember, I'll tell you guys a story, and I might have said this before. When I was in middle school, I was a bigger kid, okay? I was 250 pounds. I was at the playground with one of my friends, who I thought was my friend at the time, and I had a double chin, right? So what he does in front of everybody, and I mean everybody, even a girl I actually had a crush on at the time, he does a chin scoop, and my face jiggles because of it, because I'm a bigger kid. So he does a chin scoop, and my face jiggles, and everybody laughs. And I've never forgotten that. It fucked me up. Everybody was laughing because I was a fat kid. That's what it told me immediately. My face jiggled because he did the fucking chin scoop, and everybody laughed. I remember the girl, like, literally covering her mouth and turning her head. Yeah, fucked up. It really destroyed my mentality. It was like, well, that's great. So I walked home, pissed off. I cried. I won't lie. I cried. You don't have to. It's okay, guys. You don't have to feel sorry for me. I just wanted to kind of give an example of one of my moments. Yeah. That happened to you too in elementary? It sucks. It really is not fun. Hey, Glenn, how you doing, man? I have not watched that video yet, by the way, in case you're about to ask. I have not seen the video yet, man. I've been busy. I've been working. I was working last night. I've been filming and whatnot. I've been just so busy, man. I went to all the girls' schools, and there's so many mean people. I feel some people are just super mean. Right. All right, let's get back to the live stream, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for hopping on in. Glad you guys can make it. Sorry about that. I really just wanted to talk about this because I know what it's like to be bullied. I know what it's like to not want to say anything because you're afraid of the repercussions and the consequences of saying what you say. And I really feel like this guy is being held back to say what he wants because of the situation he's in. So I really do feel bad for him. I hope he gets the situation figured out. And hopefully someday, which I'm sure he will start realizing that this person may not be as good of a friend as he might be picturing. I was bullied in school. I was abused in foster before I was adopted. I hate that. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry that is a horrible thing. Bullies still, and I still live in the same city and run into each other all the time. They act like they didn't even make my life hell. Yeah, isn't that the funny part? I swear to God, yep, I've been in those situations too, where I'll come across somebody who will treat me like a normal person now because we're out of high school. But in school, for some reason, they felt obligated to treat me like shit because they were hanging out with their friends. Yeah, makes no fucking sense. It's like, do you really think you can be nice to me now and like me be your buddy? After like that many years of just you being completely just an animal to me? No, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate it. By the way, me and Samantha and hopefully Lane will be playing games on the second channel soon. So like if you're really enjoying the gaming content, we're planning on playing Bigfoot, which and not just Bigfoot, but we're also planning on at some point playing Lethal Company too. And hopefully Phasmophobia someday. My bully delivered my DPD package the other day. Really? If a guy was to tell her name the same thing, I told him he would be canceled. I got called fat and ended up with an eating disorder. I fucking hate that. I really do. Yep, I was called fat ass all the time. I remember I was walking down the street one day, and I got called fat ass. Yeah. For no reason whatsoever. I was literally walking, and I'm walking by my neighbor's house, and my neighbor outside, who actually is doing pretty well right now. Granted, I think he had a very bad upbringing, but he's actually doing really well for himself on social media, believe it or not. He's a recovering drug addict. But at the time, I remember I was walking by his house, and you know what he said to me? He said, "Keep walking, fat ass." Yep. He never probably realized how fucked up that mentally made me. But, yeah. Even after I left school, people saw me mad. Comments for years later, they got nothing better to do. Isn't that stupid? That's so stupid. Even after I left school, people who saw me made comments for me years later, they got nothing better to do. I hate that. Bullies are insecure people, and I'd be honest, I think the bullies because they made me a stronger person. I'm a survivor. I wasn't going to let them win. And at the same time, I completely understand that that mindset, and I'm glad you found, positivity out of that. I mean, I can agree with that to a certain extent. But personally, would I prefer not being bullied in school? Yeah. Because I feel like if I wasn't bullied, I would have actually tried to do some stuff that I really wanted to do. I would have went out and played sports. Didn't have a chance to play sports because I was afraid once I got into if I started playing sports, I felt like everybody was going to make fun of me. Hell, in gym class, I felt like everybody was making fun of me. So if I never gotten bullied, my self-esteem would not have been destroyed as much as it was. I truly believe I am a stronger person today than I was back then, but really, I really do have those moments where I'm like, I really wish I tried more sports. I really wish I did this. I really wish I did that, but I was too afraid to get bullied, so I just decided not to do it. But I agree with that. I do. I think it has made me a stronger person in a lot of regards to my person today, and I gotta say, I am happy I went through it. I'm not happy I went through it. Obviously, I don't think anybody again would be happy that they ever went through the bullies, but still, school is already hard enough without having to deal with bullies. It is. Yeah, the stress of like keeping your grades up, and now you have like the worry. Now you worry about fucking getting a spit wad shot at your back of your head or like a fucking hornet. Yeah. Some bullies know exactly the kind of damage the things they do. They could do to a person. School's already hard enough without having to deal with bullies. Some people don't know the damage they do. Nope. I mean, to me, every day when I went to school was a battlefield because I was always like, every time I had to get up in the morning, I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm going to have to go to school and see what happens next. I was the kid in the corner of the lunchroom. I always had a book and drew. I had a very active imagination, so I picked up you. We were pretty much similar. Me and you were really similar. Honestly, I was very much the kid in the corner of the lunchroom. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even eat during lunch. I would stand. and I would just wait till classes started again, and I would just go back to class. Yep, I was very much not a people's person because of bullying. I was not a people's person. When that boy done that with your chin, you have whooped his ass. That with your chin, you have whooped his ass, and they do it until you stand up to them. That's the thing, man. Not everybody has the guts to just beat the shit out of a bully, right? I was too nice. I didn't want to beat up anybody. I chose not to beat up anybody because I mentally could not do it. It's easier said than done for some people to just take straight up, shove the kid and punch him or something like that. And again, at the time, this was someone I viewed as a friend, so I didn't want that friendship to end, right? So I accepted it and I just walked home. Not the thing you should do, but it was something I did. That sounds like me too. I used to block everyone out and write stories in my notebook. I had lunch in the bathroom once because a group picked on me for eating too much. I hate that, man. That's what I used to think too. I used to think if they saw me eating, they would make fun of how fat I was. Yeah. Yeah, bullying is horrible. I attempted some bad things to do it. Yep. I was never, I don't think I ever got to a really bad level. I remember when I started walking home every day and I started losing weight. Apparently the teachers thought I was doing drugs. Yeah. Nope, it was just me walking home every day. And I started losing weight. I went from 250 down to like 170, 180 in school. And then after school, I lost even more weight and I went down to 139. Now I'm at like 150, 160, but like I couldn't eat in front of anyone for the longest time. And I'm sorry to hear that. That really does suck. Pretty sure you went to the same school I did, right? You went to Fairfield, so you probably experienced a lot of the same things I experienced. Yeah, Jordan, you did nothing wrong, and you were and are better than that. Oh, absolutely. I certainly wasn't gonna stoop to the level. It came close one time. Actually, it came close so bad. It was so close because I almost had a stroke. I actually almost had a stroke because I could not hold my anger back. I do have an idea. Yeah. Yep. I hated gym class because I felt like every time at the time I had boobs, right? I actually had boobs. So like every time I ran, I felt like they were going up and down because I was so big that people were making fun of me. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. But then there was like some bigger kids they would never make fun of. Like, have you ever noticed that? Like some bigger kids, because they were douchebags, they would act like cocky punks. The punks would hang out with them, so they would never make fun of them. But for the shy fat kid, they would always make fun of how fat he is. But yet they were never, their buddies was never in good shape either, so they wouldn't make fun of him. Yeah, they'd pick and choose who they made fun of. I get insecure about my weight without being bullied, so I can imagine how awful that must have been to be bullied about it on top of that. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I have not seen Fatal Workout, no. But that was my life, yeah, back then, yep. Unfortunately. That's just what school was to me. People ask, why didn't you go to college? Because I just did not have a good school life. For people who have had a good school life, good grades, good friends and all that, I'm sure college was a dream to go to. But for someone like me, kind of like a lot of you guys who felt like survivors by the end of the day, you did not want to continue that. You didn't want to go to college because you did not want to be around people. And you didn't want to be around like people who were going for grades still and stuff like that. You just didn't want to do it. Yep, because it was such a bad experience for you. That was 12 years of my life. 12 years of my life. 13 years, really, because I got held back 1 year. 13 years of my life that I won't get back, that really didn't have that much. The best part about school was meeting people that I still am friends with today. Lane, Samantha here in the comment section, my friend Cinnamon, Brandon Bolander. There's so many people I met in school that I'm still friends with today that I'm very thankful I went to Fairfield for, but most of the other people, I have already forgotten about them. Remember, we've been through it all because we were survivors. Be proud of who you are. But look at you now. You're so kind-hearted and great on what you do. Well, thank you so much, Anita. I appreciate that. I remember being called fat despite being under the healthy weight range for my weight. People will find anything to make fun of you. Unfortunately, mine was, the thing they'd make fun of me for was being shy, quiet, and fat. Those were the things they'd make fun of me for. I was socially awkward. So I just didn't talk. Now I'm talking all the time, right? Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta make a new thumbnail. Thumbnail. Go exposure. Beautiful. And done editing. Yay! I'm doing this live. Yeah, we're done talking about the whole Twitch streamer situation. So might as well go ahead and just change things up a bit. Hey, mystery fan, Jacobs, how are you doing today? Got pushed into the locker once. My bullies was dumb enough to brag about my cousin. Cuz was the cool kid. My cousin and her friend beat the crap out of her. Wow. I had nobody to defend me. My brother defended me one time when he actually caught it in the act. A guy was making fun of me on the bus, and he was basically saying he was going to literally beat the shit out of him. My brother was going to beat the shit out of him, and he backed off. What are we going to do now? Well, we can just talk about whatever. We can talk about the paranormal. We can talk about video games. We can talk about movies. We can talk about whatever you guys want. If you want to talk about anything, let me know. We'll just chat. You are an amazing, empathetic person. We all appreciate you. Thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate you. Thank you. As a fellow fat kid back in the day, I fell on the stairs once in high school. My classmates said it felt like an earthquake. I hate that shit. They really don't understand what that would mentally do to somebody. They just think it's funny. Kids are stupid, guys. They really are. They don't think about that stuff. All they think about is just impressing their friends, being funny, and that's all they care about. But they don't really think about the lasting effect it's going to have on certain people. Gypsy Rose. Are we going to talk about Gypsy Rose? Yeah, well, obviously I will do more videos on Gypsy Rose at some point for the channel. But we can talk about Gypsy Rose if you guys want. That's fine. When does the Nosferatu, if you have any questions about Gypsy Rose or want to know anything I might be thinking, then ask away. Finally got a community post by Lunatic Tunes. Awesome! Hey, that's great. Paranormal, you ever done an Ouija? No, I will probably never do an Ouija board either. What happened? Also, have any weird paranormal experiences? I've had many paranormal experiences, but I've never used an Ouija board. I do know my family back in the day did use an Ouija board, and apparently the thing actually lifted itself in the air and flew into a fire pit, is what they said to happen. Now, is that actually happened? I don't know, but that's what they said happened. Lane says hello. Well, tell Lane I said fuck you. No, I'm joking. Hey, Lane. Oh, Lane, no, you know, I sent you Bigfoot, man. I sent you Bigfoot. I sent both of you guys Bigfoot, so you guys have the game now. Yeah, I'll definitely want to do a video with you guys, because that would be a lot of fun. I need help trying to kill this thing. I really do. It's not fun. Well, it's fun, but it's not easy. They make fun of me for my glasses. I was scared to put glasses on in school because I felt like people were going to call me Four Eyes, yeah. Can you do the Spirit Talker tonight? Possibly. I've been kind of taking breaks on the Spirit Talker because I just get tired of the same old thing being told to me. It's not my favorite way of communicating with ghosts, but it is there. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Yeah, I've had many paranormal experiences, though. I've had them out in the woods. I've had them in my old house back in Washington. Yeah, a lot. I do actually have videos, but a lot of you guys don't know this, but I do have actual personal videos of me going over my personal stories. So if you're interested in that, go to my homepage and look up the part, I think it's called My Personal Ghost Stories, and you guys can watch videos. Yeah. I went to an abandoned hospital and abandoned house. That's so cool. I would love to do stuff like that, but I'm kind of scared to do it because I don't want to go through someone's floor. Also, I feel like, but cheesy, but it's my 18th birthday, and the only thing I would wish for is if you can say happy birthday, that's all, and thank you. Happy birthday to you. Is it Steph? Happy birthday, Steph. Thank you so much for being a part of my community, and thank you for watching, man. Hope you have an amazing day. I love venting about horrible people with you guys. Some did it on a Ouija board, and the house became so haunted. Yeah, you could be opening doors to things that you possibly do not understand. Did Halloween end? I love talking about the Halloween franchise. Did Halloween Ends ruin the Halloween franchise? No. Not in my opinion. No, it didn't. Because Halloween Ends is not nearly the worst movie in the franchise, in my personal opinion. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the worst in the franchise. And honestly, I think Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, in a sense, kind of ruined the Halloween franchise. Because when Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 came out, we hadn't had any Halloween movies till like 9 years later. Yeah, 2018. So... yeah, I had to think about that for a second. We didn't have like another Halloween movie for 9 years, so yeah, absolutely. I think that one definitely ruined the franchise. But that Halloween's gonna come back at some point. It's not over, not by a long shot. I cried watching her last night on Nicole Kensinger. Oh wow, yeah, yeah, I did post that. Oh my god, yeah, I posted a Nicole Kensinger video. Yep, yep, and I hope that video is doing well right now. I've been really fascinated by mimics lately. Oh really? Thank you, everyone means the world. Everybody's saying happy birthday, very sweet. But Halloween Ends is a movie that I actually liked. I know a lot of people hated Halloween Ends, which is understandable. I can get it. I can kind of understand, again, why people would hate it and love it. I personally liked it. I didn't love it or hate it. I just thought it was fine. Had some really cool themes in there. I do like the character of Corey. I feel like he should have been introduced a couple movies beforehand, but it is what it is. And the way they treated Michael Myers, the shape in that movie, was a bit criminal. I'm not going to lie. Like, that really got under my skin. I'm not going to go into full details on the spoilers. Please don't go into spoilers, because I know there's some people here in the audience who have probably not watched Halloween Ends, and they might be interested in at least giving it a shot and giving their own thoughts. Is Crystal Lake TV show going to be on TV soon? I don't know. There's no trailer or poster for it yet, so probably not anytime soon. It's coming out this year, but probably not towards a little bit later on. They mimic your loved or voice or image. Yeah. Well, I think I've actually seen one before, a shapeshifter, a mimic. I swear I saw my friend Cinnamon one time, and it was not her. And this was somebody I was looking at. This was somebody directly in my eyesight. I could see them perfectly, and that's never happened to me before or since. I want to play Roblox horror games. If Lane's watching right now, to ask him if he's ever played Roblox, like the horror stuff. I've heard really good things about the horror Roblox stuff, and maybe we will, guys. We're almost to 700 subs on the gaming channel, so 1,000, we can start turning on monetization for the gaming channel and start making a little bit of money over there. Usually darker entities. I've had one speak in my... I hate that. Yeah, ooh, that's creepy. Your eldest son's voice, wow. I believe I have a mimic in my home. I hear my sister's voice when she is at work. Ooh, God. Do you have Megan on Blu-ray? I do have Megan on Blu-ray. Yep, I got it for Christmas, actually. The scariest experiences for me is seeing a shadow figure when the light's on. Yep. I heard a Reddit story about a woman's... Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I heard a Reddit story about a woman's husband grinning at her before she found out it wasn't him. Well, that's the thing. When I saw my friend, she was grinning at me, and then she disappeared. Hey, Melinda, how are you doing? Thank you for hopping on in. Hey, guys. If you're hopping on in, leave a like, leave thoughts, I've been doing live streams for the past 4 days now, it feels like. To my knowledge, no, I've never experienced sleep paralysis, because I can move in my sleep and stuff, and I'm pretty sure sleep paralysis is when your body completely just goes paralyzed and freezes up and you're seeing things. That's to my knowledge. I could be wrong about that, but I've never experienced that. Have you seen the 2 new teaser trailers for Studio Neon? Instead of releasing the full trailer, they are releasing short teasers that you have to try to figure out the ciphers yourself. I have not seen that, no. Really enjoying the lives, to be honest. Oh, well, that's good, Renee. Thank you. The fact that the grin makes it 1,000 times creepier for me, yeah, it reminds me of the movie Smile. I told her if I ever seen a doppelganger, I'd burn my house down. Oh, my God. Well, don't, because houses are expensive anymore. But yeah, no, I mean, it could still follow you, too. It's Rain. Okay, I'm an idiot, so I was right last night. I always do that. I second-guess myself. Thank you so much, Rain. I appreciate it. I feel like sleep paralysis is a feeling, nightmare. I don't wish that for everybody. No, I don't wish it on anybody either. I'm sure it's terrifying. Is Terrifier 3 coming up this year? I think so. I think it is. I need something to drink. I'm getting parched. One of my cousins swore they heard me yell for them. She said that several times, and I was outside, not inside, and she heard a yell from inside. That was creepy. That is actually really creepy. Maybe you have a doppelganger at your house. I've been really enjoying these Powerade Zeros lately. I normally drink water and coffee only, but I've been trying to add some new things to drink. I watched the trailer for Night Wimpy, and Charlie said it's shit, but Charlie said it's shit. Night Wimpy. Oh, do you mean Night Swim? Okay, yeah, Night Swim. Jordan, have you and your relatives have ever have experiences like you? I mean, we've had a lot of experiences in our old house. Hey, Jordan, this is Logan from school. Just wanted to say I've been following your channel for a while now, and I'm super impressed with the success you've had. For wishing you continued success. Well, thank you so much, Logan. I'm glad you can make it in, man. Oh my God, it's been a good minute. Yeah, I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now. Haven't hit the goal I wanted to yet, but man, it's been a ride. It's been fun. I've been having a lot of good times just talking to random people. That's so cool. I was just talking about school, actually, not long ago. Holy shit. And it's going, man. I think I've gained, and I'm not trying to brag. Though I feel like I like to every once in a while. I think I've gained 10,000 subs per year now. You know how fucking crazy that is? Never in my life would I ever thought that would have been a possibility. Nope. I could barely get over 500 subs. This reminds me of the video where you guys is recovering from a far distance and seeing a figure moving, what? One sec. Seeing a figure move in big brushes and just hearing a guy yelling for help, but it's a thing luring people. Skinwalker. Now, hey, that is something skinwalkers apparently are known to do, is actually try to lure people out into the woods and stuff, right? That's the story. I have bragging rights. I never used to have those. The only thing I could brag about in school was my subpar art. No, it wasn't subpar. My art was, yes, bragging rights. I don't want to have bragging rights. I can't have bragging rights until I hit 100,000 subs. That's the main goal right now. So, Logan, if you're still watching, man, share me with your friends, buddy. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 100,000. That's the main goal right now. I would love a play button. And when I get a play button, I'll actually have bragging rights. But right now, I can brag about, 20,000 subs, which is just incredible. But I would love to hit 100,000. I can't stop drinking my Powerade. I'm sorry. It's good to flex once in a while. Sorry to hear school was tough for you, man. Wish I had gotten to know you better. We have a lot of similar interests. I also think you'll hit 100,000, no problem, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. School is rough, but I was also a very socially awkward person. And of course, you can also, that too, because you've seen me in school. I was very socially awkward, fat, which is when you're in school and you're being fat, it doesn't mix well. Yeah, I got shit, man. I got shit. And, but it's fine. It's fine. I know that probably wasn't the most convincing fine, but it is fine because I'm better now. I can be myself. I can talk with whoever I want, however I want. And I just, I've improved as a person by far. Definitely don't feel like the person I was, which is a big, big plus in my eyes, because I really don't. That time in my life, I wasn't, feeling like me. Now I'm feeling like me. Cynthia, you leaving? All right, Cynthia, have a good one. Hey, Christmas, how you doing? One time, a sleep paralysis, an old woman appeared clear as day, standing above you, bed, watching you. I have not experienced anything like that yet. Not someone like actually above my bed. That would be shit your pants shit right there. To be honest with you, people say, what would you do if you ever saw an apparition? Like an actual full-on, full-bodied apparition, like in your house. You have no explanation. There's a guy sitting on your bed, staring out the window. If I had seen that, people would, first thing they would say would be, I'd run out of the house. I'd ask, who is it? For me, I would probably die of a heart attack. There would be no me sitting there. I would just straight up, my heart would explode. I'd fall backwards. That'd be it. I'd be so utterly petrified, I probably wouldn't do a shit. I think Crystal Lake TV series will be on Peacock. It is going to be on Peacock. You're right about that. Yeah. I'd freeze. And by the way, Logan, I haven't said this to you, man. Congratulations on your guys' success, man. I've seen a lot of your guys' posts and everything, and looks like you're living life, and I love that for you guys. Congratulations on getting married, by the way. It's fantastic. To both you and Erica. Absolutely fantastic news. Like, seriously. I have watched Haunting, yeah. I like that show, man. I have the first complete season on DVD. I will get a bat and hit it. Nice. Having sleep paralysis scares me to death. I definitely don't have sleep paralysis, though. I can't relate to people who have that. I can only imagine. Good night, Mike. Have a great one, man. Sleep well. Oh God, this is the latest I've ever been on one of your live streams. Thank you so much, Jersey. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, no, sometimes we do really late live streams. If it was a gaming live stream, the thing would probably be over 4 hours long. I'm playing a lot of the gaming stuff of lately. I'm just gonna keep the lid off my drink. I'm just gonna keep going back over and drinking it. I just think it's delicious. Let's see here. I've actually only I've ever had it twice in my life. Oh, no, yeah, I've never experienced it. I've heard horror stories though. I think they should have made a movie back in the day. Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy, Chainsaw Man brought together, fight each other, fatal 4-way match. That could have been interesting. You know, I always thought it would be kind of neat if you got all of those slashers like Freddy, Michael, Jason, Leatherface, Chucky, and all of them. I think it would be really cool to get them all in the zombie apocalypse. Imagine the zombie apocalypse, but it's against the serial killers, like the slashers of like horror. I think that would be crazy. It'd be a bloodbath of a movie. I'm drinking a Powerade Zero mixed berry drink. Does your name did sound familiar? Yeah. But you're an old fan? Oh, sweet. Yeah, you do sound familiar, honestly. You have narcolepsy? I remember when my mom's Furby just kept going off at night. You remember those things? Furbies? They're kind of adorable, right? I like Furbies. But I like creepy shit, too. I don't know if you guys know this, but I like horror films. I like creepy shit. I don't know if you can tell. But I love that stuff. Yeah, Furbies. What was that? Teddy Ruxpin? No way. Jeeves just hopped on in. Man, it's been a while. How are you doing, Jeeves? I kid you not, we had a purple striped one that went off. No shit. Hey, would you come here to Kentucky to go to the Waverly Hills? I'd love to go to Waverly Hills. Again, a lot of you guys don't know this, but I will be doing my first ever paranormal investigation this summer at the Belair House here in Ohio. The owner of the Belair House has asked me to come down there and do an investigation, which I am very much excited to do. She will lend me her equipment, and I'm hoping to get more equipment soon myself. So yeah, it should be fun. That's pretty cool, though, that Logan hopped on in here. Man, I have not spoken to that guy since school. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that I can get some friends to go with me. I don't want to go by myself. I'm not sure when this summer, but it'd be kind of cool to plan something. I love horror as well, but love when innocent things are made to be horrific. Furbies are definitely up there in the line. What do you think of that new Mickey Mouse movie coming out? Count you in? Hell yeah. Phasmophobia in real life? I've never played Phasmophobia, but I want to. Yep, so if you guys ever want to donate to the channel, all donations are going to go to paranormal hunting equipment and hopefully a VR headset. Obviously, I got to go fund me up still for, putting money back to get my own place someday, so that's really helpful. Still got the savings open, money still in there. Really happy about that. But donations are going to go to things that we need for the channel, so if you guys want to donate or anything like that, the option is down there. All you have to do is go to that dollar sign down below, and you can pick whatever you want to donate. If you feel like I've earned it. If you don't feel like I've earned it, then, just, yeah. I'm more scared of homeless people on drugs. That's seriously an issue. That's one of the reasons why I will not be going into any abandoned locations. Last thing I need to do is hold a camera, right? I don't need to be holding no camera. Turn a corner, see a guy with a fucking shiv come at me, stick it into my lungs, and me go backwards down some flight of stairs or something, like one of these old abandoned buildings. No, thank you. It can happen. My day's been pretty good. Thank you for asking. Also, can you read my comment I wrote before this one? I want your opinion on it. Yeah, let me go back up really quick. The one funny thing that is about us is that we hate scary stuff happening to us, but we love making scary games and we like scary stuff. Why are we like this? Because there's a thrill that comes out of getting scared. Even knowing you might not like it, there's some sort of ounce of a thrill in it. I love it, especially a lot of copyrights and starting to finish. A lot of stuff about to come to never copyright had Sword of Power. I'm excited to see Horror Imagine. Yeah. Rain, I want to do some ghost hunting and urban exploring. But I don't want to go alone. Yeah, no, I think that's definitely why I'm gonna get friends to go with me. I don't want to do it by myself either, in case something goes wrong, and I'm the only one there. I would rather have someone there with me. Yeah, definitely things you want to consider. And if you're not familiar with the paranormal, maybe bring someone along. I mean, I certainly don't want to do anything because like alone, I just feel like I'd be safer with people. Yeah, definitely something you got to consider. Morbid curiosity. Probably. Actually, yeah, that's probably a good way to put it. It's also why little kids in horror movies are so creepy. Yeah, Georgie from It. The more the better. That's right. Well, you don't want to go overboard with people. You just want like maybe 2 to 3 people. Yeah, solo investigations are probably not a great idea, but I would join a group 100%. Make sure these days you go to an abandoned place with just be strapped people. That's a good idea. Yeah, you might want to bring a gun because you never know who could be in there. You know, homeless people need to find a place to sleep too. Would you rather have a child ghost or old person ghost in your house? I'd rather have a child ghost than an old person. I really genuinely think old lady spirits are so creepy. For some reason, the concept of seeing like an old woman standing in my room looking over me is a lot creepier than seeing a little kid looking over me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the wrinkles in the face. I don't know what it is, but like some stares that I've gotten from older people, like really old people, have been unsettling. And I'm not trying to bash older people. Obviously, we all go through it. But, you know, I'll be that person too at some point. Does your cat Church ever massage pillows or blankets, Jordan? Yeah, they do. Yeah, he does. Would you? I've been trying to put in a message, but it's not showing up. Let me go back. Let me go up and see if your message has come up, man, and I just missed it. If the messages are too long, guys, sometimes they might not come through the messenger. Old person ghost wouldn't do much. Just stand there and judge me. Let's see here. Have you seen Dear David yet? Yeah, old people free. I have not seen Dear David. No. Got to go get snacks before the storm gets worse. Oh yeah. It's raining outside right now, actually, like crazy. Yeah, there's a good possibility, guys. I might even try to do a live stream later on tonight on my gaming channel. Might be the only opportunity I'll have to do a live stream. So if you guys are not subscribed to the gaming channel, make sure you do so. Very windy. It's crazy to think that 10 a.m. Austin. Yeah, it is very windy outside. It's crazy to think 10 a.m. in Australia and some here going to bed. And some here are going to bed. All ghosts are scary, old or not. Yeah, you make a good point. If I see anybody in my house that's not supposed to be here, I'll freak out. It snowed so bad here? Oh, really? The film's based on a viral Twitter story. That's interesting. Just gone midnight here. It is more serious than the Winchester house and it has... Oh, really? Can you please check out my the Garrett Watts haunted apartment? Maybe. Garrett Watts, I'm pretty sure I've reacted to one of his videos before. His videos are insanely long, so I'll definitely consider it, but depending on how long it is, I might not, because the last video I watched that I did for him was like 3 or 4 hours long. And that's a long time of just sitting down. Like, you have no, like, sitting down and just watching that video for a good portion of the time. And I know people say, you know, you can just take breaks, press pause, and go walk around. I know that, but when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone, so I'm watching it. It is insane outside, yeah. The other night, it sounded like on my live stream, like the roof came down. It was pretty intense. Crazy sound. It's like metal and stuff hitting the side of the house. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the video is, but I'll definitely look into it possibly, yeah. Yeah, because I did like the last video I watched of his. It's just, sometimes his videos are a little bit long. Hey, thank you for the likes, guys. I see it going up slowly. Slowly and surely. I watched the Titanic for the first time, and now I'm obsessed, LOL. And I did cry. For me, it's a little snowy. Thank you anyway. No, of course, man. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. You would like to go ghost hunting too? I bet. I think everybody here would love to go ghost hunting at least once in their life. I haven't seen snow in ages. It tried to snow the other day, but here we've actually have not gotten like a good amount of snow yet, not to my knowledge. It flooded earlier. Damn. We had really heavy rain and wind here today, and maybe some snow later this week. That's what we're actually calling for, snow later on this week, yeah. But it's raining right now. It's been raining, and it's been very cold for the past week or so. We're supposed to be putting a belt on a van, and we just can't do it because it's been so cold. That movie makes you cry. I'm not like a diehard fan of Titanic. I know I can understand why a lot of people love the movie. It's just it's one I feel like I can't go back and watch all the time. I love rewatch value. I love rewatchable movies. So like to give you an example of some of my most rewatched movies of all time, Halloween, the original, The Goonies is one of them I can watch all the time. Gremlins, Spirited Away, movies like that I feel like I can watch over and over again. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, not the one with Johnny Depp. That's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But those are some of my most rewatched movies of all time. You're just emotional, not gonna lie, dude. You should see me watch anime. When I watch anime, and even when the music, like One Piece recently had a number. It was the main theme, We Are, but it was done in such a beautiful, sad way. I started tearing up. Yeah, I get emotional during almost anything. Titanic was your grandma's favorite movie? Hell yeah. I passed actor Simon Callow here. I googled him. Apparently, he was filming Winnie the Pooh 2 Blood and Honey. No way. That's awesome. No, anime is a soft spot. Anime kills me. Fucking, you should have seen me during Assassination Classroom. Holy shit. Or Naruto. Oh my god. I was an emotional wreck. I did hear about Ben Stiller. I am very disappointed. I was so jealous to see all those people in Wilmington got a chance to film with him, and I was at home. I mean, I couldn't drive up there because we don't have a proper vehicle that works right now that could drive up there and back and whatnot. So I had to kind of like sit back and just let it happen. But yeah, Ben Stiller was here in Wilmington, Ohio, which Wilmington, Ohio is like 25 minutes away from me, and he was filming a movie, and I saw pictures of him and everything. I was so jealous. I could have been in a fucking Ben Stiller movie. Watched subbed already. Ghost Ship was a cool ship horror movie. I need to go ahead and try to watch that one again. I would have told Rose at the end of the movie, your ass over there is room. Yeah, there was a room on that. That was like a movie flaw for sure. Hey, Lane Collins. 420 girl. Ghost Ship. Yeah, thank you for joining, by the way. 420. Appreciate you hopping on in. I can't wait. I can't watch any films where animals get. Yeah. Marley and Me. I was about to say Where the Red Fern Grows. Dude. I was in Mrs. Coffee's class, and if Logan Bates is still watching, and if you are watching, man, you might remember watching Where the Red Fern Grows in Mrs. Coffee's class. Maybe Samantha does too. I remember I was trying to hide my face so bad. We were watching Where the Red Fern Grows, and towards the end of the movie, my face was it was everywhere, dripping down my face. I was in tears so bad. Everybody else was like, fine. Everybody else was fine, but I was just sitting there just losing it, man. I was losing it. I was hiding my face. I was like doing this and shit, just trying to hide my face as best as I could. It was not working for me at all. I remember I used to do this as a kid too, like, oh, like I used to make noises when crying. It was embarrassing, man. I was embarrassed. We had a Stephen King film being filmed here a while ago. Oh, no fucking way. That's awesome. Final Destination. Yep. Timber trucks. Yeah. I always get nervous around semis, just semis in general. Glad to be here. Oh, thank you. Yes, and I bawled like a child. I would have. I bawled even now. You should have seen me watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Oh my god. It's called the casting of Frank Stone horror game. Oh, that's interesting. You want to cry sometimes and you can't? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, it just comes out on me. It just comes out. Yeah. Mind-blowing. But it's good to cry. I like crying. I know people like view guys, you shouldn't cry because it shows weakness. No, I think it's actually pretty strong of people to cry. I used to cry all the time. Oh my god, it tore my heart out. Ask Lane, I cry a river each time. What movie? Like Deathly Hallows Part 2? You ever watch Doctor Who? I have never seen Doctor Who, no, but I do have a friend who's been trying to get me to watch it for a long time. By the way, here, let me go ahead and give you the link to my gaming channel. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show it off again, shout it out and whatnot. Because that the gaming channel is doing very well right now. We have, oh my god, 10 more subs and we hit 700, guys. Who here is not subscribed to the gaming channel? Be honest, it's okay. Just tell me why. 10 more subs. Oh yeah, I remember Lane making fun of me, by the way. Oh man, that prick. You gonna cry during Harry Potter? It's like, fuck yeah, I'm crying. Fuck yeah, it's sad. Is Lane watching right now, by the way, Samantha? Crying over anime? Yes, I do. Yes, he is watching. Oh, cool. Logan actually is still in the chat. Nice, man. Nice. It's kind of cool to see like old high school, classmates in the live streams every once in a while. I can't recall if I actually have seen anybody else. And maybe they're watching sometimes and they just don't want to say nothing, which is fine. I'm not saying they have to say anything, but it's kind of neat knowing that some of the classmates still, keep in touch and whatnot. And, I missed the fucking high school reunion. I think it was 2 years ago. It was before the pandemic. Yeah, I missed the high school reunion. Felt like a douchebag for that. I felt so bad. I have not seen Jujutsu Kaisen. Man, I'm trying to think of what made me bawl the most. I mean, when Marley and me was... dude. Animals in movies dying is not good. It's not good for me. You want to make me cry, you put on a sad animal movie. I actually have a movie called, I think it's A Dog's Purpose on Blu-ray over there, and I have yet to watch it because I already know I'm going to cry like a bitch. It's going to happen. When he's telling... I'm already about to cry just thinking about it. When he's telling Marley, like, on Marley's deathbed, it's okay for you, you're a good dog. I started... It's like, this is bullshit. What filmmaker makes movies like this and releases them to the public? Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, that was a good one. Can you my previous... Yeah, I can go back up really quick, man. Do you know who Matt Pat... Yeah, he quit. Yep, he's leaving YouTube. Yeah, I heard about that. Yep, I heard about that. Disney. Disney makes me cry. Should have seen me watching Coco. Grave of the Fireflies is rough. Yep, that's a rough one. That's a tough one to get through. I'm gonna get set up just thinking about that. Coco's good. Coco's probably the best Disney movie of recent times, to be honest. I don't think I've actually seen a Disney movie, yeah, it's an actual Disney movie, it's not Pixar. I don't think I've seen as good of a Disney movie since Coco. Like, their most recent releases have not been near the level of, like, a Coco. But Disney's kind of fallen off their bandwagon, man. I think they've kind of lost the magic. And I have not seen a lot of the more recent Disney movies. I saw Encanto. Encanto was really good, actually. I saw that one. I liked that movie. That was fine. But Coco, where Encanto was really, really good, I feel like Coco was a masterpiece. I mean, I loved it that much. I didn't see Wish. I didn't even know Wish was a movie, to be honest. I hadn't heard about it until it came out. I saw the toys at Walmart and I'm like, what's Disney's Wish? I have yet to see Old Yeller, and I don't want to watch it either. I have not watched Wish, no. But to be fair, the best part about Encanto was the music. Especially Bruno. Yeah, that song deserved as much hype as it got. It was a catchy as hell song. Well, to be honest with you, Mystery Fan, I feel like that's where a lot of people are with it right now. And, you know, look, hints of woke in there. It's not like it's bad, but, like, some really go at it and unfortunately it gets too political. And the point of Disney and movies are to get away from reality, right? That's one of the reasons why we go to the movies, is to just get our heads out of reality. We want to watch a movie, have fun with the family, and just be transported into a different world. That's the point. But when politics and like wokeness and stuff like that are being brought into cinema, it really kind of takes you out of it. It reminds you like, oh, that's right, the world, right? I mean, that's what people are afraid of anymore, is that they're trying to make statements and not just give you good movies to watch. And that's kind of where people feel like Disney is headed. Saving Private Ryan was fucked. Yeah. Ring and The Grudge are freaky as F. Ring and The Grudge used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. I remember my brother, when I was in the bathroom, or like my friend Colton, would be at the bathroom door doing the and it would freak me the hell out. Nope. I don't like when animals die in movies. I'd rather see 1,000 people die in a movie than a single cat or dog. Not in real life, the movies. Green Mile was Green Mile. I lost it, man. I lost it. What do you, oh god. Don't put me in the dark. I was afraid of the dark. The ending to that movie is, holy smokes. If you have not seen The Green Mile, do yourself an honest to God favor. Watch The Green Mile. It is a it's a masterpiece in its own right. Most of that director's movies, though, Frank Darabont, I mean, he's a class S director, man. Well, even if it's not even like an intentionally sad movie, if something even remotely comes up that's even, dude, it doesn't even have to be like emotionally sad or trying to break your heart. It could be a happy moment and I'll start crying. Like The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. When Kovu and Kiara are like falling in love and they're starting to sing to each other. Start getting emotional. Like, this is beautiful shit. Oh, the pet mouse? What was that mouse's name? I just remember that douchebag stepping on it. Mr. Dinkle? Hey, Trizek, how you doing? I cry happy stuff too. Yep, I always do it. In anime too? Yeah. Oh, I lose it, man. Mr. Jingles, thank you. I do have pets. Yeah, I have a cat named Church. Like, that was such a heartless thing to do. Like, so effing heartless. Up was a sad movie. Yeah. I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, Trizek. Do I like books? Oh, fuck. Do I like books? You know, in no, I mean, I like books. I really do. But I don't have a lot of patience, so I can't sit down and read chapter after chapter after chapter. I think I might have ADHD, to be honest with you. I think I should have gotten diagnosed with ADHD. It's really tough. It's really tough for me to read books. But I've read several books in my life, and I enjoy them from time to time, yeah. I mean, I enjoy scary stories to tell in the dark and that kind of stuff. I like Goosebumps. Have you done a review of Talk to Me? It was one of my favorite newer horror movies. I did. I actually watched Talk to Me. I did a movie reaction for Talk to Me. It's up on my Patreon or members. So if anybody here wants to become a member, it's only $1.99 a month. You just go down below, click that join button. I did a reaction to it, man, and it was a little bit of a freaky time. The ones I'm not gonna go into spoiler territory, but there's a few moments in that movie, man, that were genuinely creepy. Not a lot of movies get under my skin too much, but that one really knew how to build up the suspense. It wasn't just jump scare after jump scare. It was actually built up scares, which I really do like a lot more. I mean, The Conjuring did it, and Talk to Me did it. And I think those two guys, you might not know this, but the directors of that movie are named Michael and Danny Filippo, yeah. And they're YouTube artists, actually. They're content creators, and that was their first ever movie. And I was kind of blown away that was like their directorial debut. I'm like, this is like, guys, this is fucking unique. And I loved it, man. I loved it. Hey, Luke VR, how are you doing, man? Thank you so much for hopping on in. But Talk to Me was probably so far my favorite movie of last year. I guess it came out 2022 though. I think it said 2022, but I feel like since it didn't come out, and like I don't think it came out to the United States until 2023. I could be wrong about that. But it was probably one of my favorite movies of last year, honestly. I really enjoyed it a lot. It was really creepy. And it made you ask questions, too. And I feel like it wasn't overdone with scares. Sometimes some of these horror movies really overdo it with scares. But this one, yeah, didn't do that. Have you heard of the Filipino cryptids before? No, I have not. Claire, by the way, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you guys hopping on in here. Oh, hit that like button, guys. We're almost 50 likes right now. It was unique. Yeah, Talk to Me was a very unique time. But what if you had to pick your top 5 favorite horror films of the past, let's say ever since 2020 happened, 2019, what would you say are your favorite horror movies of the past, like, 4 years now? I'd probably go ahead and say The Black Phone is probably my personal favorite. I would say Talk to Me is in there. Another one that sticks out to me, believe it or not, has anybody here seen Barbarian? That was surprising. I liked that one a lot more than I thought I would. Barbarian might be there too. Not really into horror? That's fine. You've got ADHD as well. From one cat lover to another. The Black Phone was amazing. Have to go now. Great chat, Jordan. Good night. All right, Anita, thank you so much. I have Cabinet of Curiosities. I watched a couple of episodes of that, and it was really damn decent. Yeah, Talk to Me was so good. It was a really damn decent time. Hey, what's up, Nick and Thor? How you doing, man? All my kitties have been rescues. Willow is number 4. Bless her. Aw, that's awesome. No, I have not seen House of Usher. You love the black phone? I thought it was... Oh, God. The suspense in that movie was so good. A lot of people said it wasn't, like, scary, but with me in horror films, I put myself in the situation of the characters a lot of the time. I always put myself in those situations. Yeah, Barbarian was really good. Like, it's a slow burn, and you don't expect where it's going to go, and then, like, once a certain moment happens in the movie where they find something and they go down in there, that's when the movie just completely does, like, a 180 spin and just completely turns into a different movie. It's pretty out there, yeah. I was just watching back at your latest live, and I wanted to make this comment. Ghosts may not be real, but demons are. They lie and deceive. They will pretend to be your past loved ones, and that could be absolutely true. That's very true. I mean, there's always that belief that, you know, spirits just move on, right? But the demons, there's no... I think there are definitely demons on the planet. That's my personal belief, and that's my personal opinion. I think there are demons and angels and ghosts, of course. Limbo is a good possibility. I mean, that's the fun thing. We just don't know, right? The unknown is like that we don't really know what comes after life. That's kind of something we have to wait for to really get the real answers. But it's always fun talking about that stuff. And you could be right about that too. I mean, it could be just a demon, you know, using images of your loved ones or the form of your loved one to kind of fool you and trick you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely a possibility. Barbarian was good. Tell me you... All right, Logan, have you seen The Lighthouse from 2019? If you have not seen The Lighthouse, man, it's black and white, but trust me when I say this, it is... I mean, it's in my top 5 favorite movies. I would probably say it's in my top 50 favorite films of all time. It was so damn good. Highly recommend that one if you have not seen it. I love when cats do half meow, half purr thing. Yes, it has Robert Pattinson in it. Yeah. Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. They're at a lighthouse, and they're stuck out there. It's a pretty isolated movie. It's pretty crazy, but it's so much fun to watch. The Descent, man, that is a terrifying flick. I have yet to watch Pan's Labyrinth, believe it or not. Hey, Austin, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for hopping on in. It's about a girl who becomes a monster hunter. That's kind of cool. They're going to be making a black phone, too. Yeah, you're right about that. I'm not sure where they're going to take the story, but they are making it. That one made you feel like you were going crazy? I showed Lane that movie, and we were sitting there, we were laughing our asses off so fucking hard. It was so funny. We quote that movie every now and then. Oh, it's so good. You wrote me on Instagram, Zawoki. No way. Let me go to my Instagram really quick. Thank you. Go ahead and do that. See Me Productions. Ringo is a stellar name. I love the besties. Sorry, I'm struggling to do anything anymore. Thank you, Instagram. All right. Okay. Very good possibility. I'll do my best, man. I'll do my best. Thank you for messaging me that, though. I've been really wanting to do a collaboration live stream with you. We definitely would have a lot to talk about. I think it'd be a fun time. Absolutely, dude. I can't wait. I wonder if Sam and Colby will upload their 6 months of videos. Well, that's pretty hard to tell, really. I followed you on Instagram as well. Well, thank you so much. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Yeah, feel free to follow me on anything you guys want. I want to do a live stream with you. You seem nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's going to be a lot of collaboration live streams coming up, for sure. My cat is named Ella Bella. Boo, boo. That's awesome. I like Disney's Girls vs. Monsters Halloween movie. I don't think I saw that one, James. Dogs see ghosts. They definitely have a better sense at something, yeah, being there than we do. Animals, they always have a sense. I remember I was walking through the upstairs hallway one time, and my cat was hissing at my sister's room. And all of a sudden, I started hearing like someone calling a cat from my sister's room. So I walked in there, and there was nobody in the room at all. Yeah, my cat was freaked out by somebody or something in that room. It was creepy, man. It was one of the more unsettling things I think I've ever experienced in this house. Something was very fishy with Satori and Cody, especially when Satori put her foot near Cody's multiple times during the thing. Yeah, there's a lot there that you can really kind of view. I mean, you wouldn't have seen it at first. Like, I certainly didn't see it at first. But when you go back and watch the videos of them doing their method, there's a lot of moments and weird body movements that they do throughout the process. And you'll start picking that up. I followed you on X, but to be fair, I'm hardly ever on it. I place it. I think we're almost to 100 followers on X now that you mentioned that. I'm going to go check that really quick. Yeah, 94 followers, guys. 94 followers over on X. We're almost to 100. Thank you for that support and love. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. I remember seeing my dog just stared off in the distance. I just got goosebumps. That's a real story, yeah. Do you think Sam and Colby will do another collab with Satori and Cody? No. No, it's not going to happen. I also follow you on X. Thank you so much, Mystery Fan. And the reason why it's not going to happen is because with Satori and Cody now, there's too much drama. There's too much uncertainty with them. And if they're trying to come off like legitimate paranormal investigators and they're not paying attention to all the debunking videos that have come out about Satori and Cody, then, I mean, they would be kind of doing it to themselves and kind of putting themselves in the ground, honestly. Like, they would be kind of, yeah. Very disappointed that Cody and Story played with everyone's feelings. I agree. It sucked. You also follow me on X. I had a semi-ish similar experience. I was practicing football on the pitch, and a dog came, and I was playing with it a little bit, and when a dog stared at the other goal like 4 times weird. No one is going to pair with those. No, they're not going to pair with them. If they're smart, they're not going to be doing collaborations with Satori and Cody. The only way you would want to do a collaboration with Satori and Cody is if you're trying to put your paranormal channel into the ground, like you're trying to burn it. No, I don't hate Satori and Cody. No. I don't wish no ill will on them. I'm not wishing, their careers to be burned into the ground. I'm not hoping, I'm not wishing any negativity on them. I'm not, promoting anybody going over there and being absolute animals to them. But I think it's safe to say that they've been completely debunked. They weren't as honest as everybody was making them out to be. Yeah, I don't use the word hate too often. I would really have to, have a good example of somebody I really hate. Like, for example, I hate Chris Watts, the guy who murdered his kids and wife and that. I hate that guy. Satori and Cody, I don't hate. They're just con artists who got beaten. My mom and her friends used to play paranormal games in the province when she was younger. It's called Spirit of the Glass. And they lied about being paid for that too. Yeah, they have a website where they have merch. They've been given autographs and stuff like that. Yeah, they do a lot for money. You're still alive? Let's go. I am still alive. Yeah. My mom told me once when I was younger, I started waving at something that wasn't there. She said she went to my grandma for holy water. Oh my gosh. The real shame that Satori's father was super debunker and respectable. She knows better having a father like him. Yeah, I do feel bad for Jason Hawes because he actually put his neck out there trying to defend his daughter, which you can't blame him. I mean, that's his kid. But yeah, now that I think they've been debunked, yeah, it kind of sucks for them because that means they didn't do their research too well and they weren't trying to debunk him hard enough. I think there was too much faith in his own daughter, which I can't blame him. I mean, again, it's his kid, so he probably put his faith and trust into his daughter. And yeah. Yep, well, he kind of did it to himself, putting himself out there like that. I lived by a graveyard with golden retriever. I caught her barking at the wall beside the TV, which was towards the graveyard. That is unsettling. Don't do social media. Honestly, I get sick of toxic shit on Facebook and Instagram. Just deleted them. Might have a new one at some point. Makes sense. I don't blame you. Yeah, it sucks though. I do feel bad for Jason because, he was defending his kid and it kind of backfired. Any gaming lives this weekend? Possibly. No guarantees though. Plus, wouldn't Satori and Cody's mom and dad kind of have the same ability? Not necessarily, but my mom saw a floating hammer in her living room as a kid. Holy smokes. Wow. That's something. My mom said someone moved the glass and nobody told anyone whom. It's so scary. Okay, make sure the live chat didn't freeze up. It was doing that a lot yesterday. Damn, lots of Mary. Let's see here. Lane wants to know, when are you gonna review? You son of a bitch. This many years of not thinking about such a horrid thing, and here you are bringing it up in my presence. Talking about the one with Keanu Reeves. No, you're talking about that 2007 movie. God. How did they say Satori and Cody faked it? Well, basically, and I know you haven't watched a whole bunch of debunking videos. I mean, you might have. I don't know. But if you go to the here's one I would really recommend if you are gonna at least check him out. Mythos Paranormal. He came out with a video pretty much going every time Cody would move his legs, or you even there's even a video of Cody even, and you wouldn't have seen it in the Conjuring series, but he does a zoom in and you actually see his joints in his foot going inwards in his foot. And you'd actually have to watch the video to understand where I'm coming from, because it's really a deep dive kind of doing research into why they faked it and how they were doing it and all the suspicious things they were doing throughout the series that you wouldn't have seen unless someone put it together and actually started pointing things out. So I definitely recommend checking out a channel called Mythos Paranormal to see more details on that. But once you see what's being done, you'll be like, that's pretty hard to kind of argue against. I mean, it is very suspicious. There's a lot of moments inside the series or inside these debunking videos that really surprised me. And this is coming from somebody who watches paranormal videos and loves the paranormal community as much as anybody else in the community. But when I saw those videos, I'm like, that sucks, because like that is pretty decent evidence right there. So like, I can probably go ahead and list a bunch of reasons why I now personally believe, which I'll go ahead and do. I do see the joints inside his foot moving, and that looks weird. And every time he does the method, he's moving his leg forward, slightly forward. Even moments of Satori putting her foot in front of his that I never would have noticed at first when he's doing the method, and things along those lines. It's actually crazy, this rabbit hole that happened, and how much research and how much people really started to dissect every investigation with them. Pretty crazy stuff, I have to admit. Yeah. And a lot of things that Cody had said in the Conjuring series don't add up with things that he has done in the past. Like how he said, this gift never worked until I met Satori. But there he is doing the method several years before he ever met Satori in a house. And even doing the ABC, like the ABCDEFG method without Satori around. So that made no sense. Why would you say that if you could do the method by yourself, right? Things like that. So a lot of things that would make him look like a non-honest person. Hey, Peachy, how you doing? And when people are like, ooh, foot fetish, it's like, yeah, and people were saying, you know, if you want to see them without their socks and shoes on, you have a foot fetish. That's a horrible argument. Call Me Chris was annoyed too. Yeah, even Call Me Chris. This is something you probably didn't know, Zoki. Even Call Me Chris feels like Sam and Colby got duped. Yeah. Crazy how crazy this got so fast. Unbelievable. It's late at night. I'm starting to get scared. Hell yeah, man. You love that feeling. Yeah, but I didn't even know that was a real thing. When someone actually demonstrated them actually popping their joints against the floor and making a knocking sound, I never knew that was a real thing until I watched one of these guys go outside and just do it. I think it was Dead Oak Paranormal. He went outside and just started popping his joints outside of all places, and you could hear the knocks, and I'm like, no way. But do we know for sure if it was faked, if it said, if he said, she said kind of thing? Definitely something that you'd have to make up for yourself. Personally, if you had to ask me, as somebody who has watched all of these debunking videos and all of these things that make no sense in response, and these are things that they have said themselves that don't add up very well. So I'm going by what I've watched. And if I'm going by what I watched about these joint poppings, these honest answers, these just a bunch of these different things, I personally do not believe they were doing this method. I truly believe that this was a scam. And I do believe that Sam and Colby were scammed. I do believe they were bamboozled, as you would. Because of how everything's gone down. Now, can I sit here and straight up tell you to your face that they are, in fact, 120% fake? No, I can't. But from everything and the way they've handled everything and the way that these debunkers have brought out all this stuff that we had no idea about when it comes to Cody and Satori, personally, if you had to ask me, I don't think they are honest. I think they faked it. But that's just me. And I hate to be that person because, man, if you'd seen my reaction, I cried because I thought this method was so damn dope. I thought everything that they did was so amazing. I was mind blown. But after more analysis, I can't defend them. I can't put myself out there to defend them because I don't believe them myself. Yeah, but that's me. Story and Cody as a movie concept would be so epic. Yeah, it was amazing at first when we didn't really know all that much. But then when the more stuff came out, it just, went downhill real fast. And I think the way they've responded to everything speaks for itself. How Sam and Colby tried to get them to do more experiments, but they refused to do it at the certain time. Okay, already that makes them look suspicious, right? That is already a red flag, that they just refuse to do it. Making up excuses on why they're not going to do it. And this is a point I tried to make. This is something I said. They basically don't want to be viewed as lab rats. They think once they take off their socks and shoes and show us how the method really is done, that we're still going to ask for more. So they don't want to be people's guinea pigs or lab rats. I tried to make the point of saying it's kind of sad because wouldn't you think that the way that we go about ghost hunting is treating the spirits like lab rats? When we're asking them to turn off and on flashlights, move around cat balls, make REM pods go off, wouldn't you think that's kind of treating them like lab rats, but you won't do a task of taking off your socks and shoes to prove that it's not your joints being popped? To me, if you're trying to further the proof of the paranormal, you don't say no to something like that. You try to prove it's real, right? Because that was an insane method. Everybody wants to know if that is the real answers. What they are giving us are the real answers. Try to prove to us. And they said they wanted to do that, but they're not going to show us the simple task of showing it's not your joints being popped. That is a red flag, in my personal opinion. So that's why I can't put my faith and trust in them. Now, do I think they deserve to be bullied and sent death threats? No, obviously I don't. I don't think anybody with the right conscience thinks that they deserve death threats for something like this. They don't. But can I understand where a lot of the hate's coming from? Kind of. Because when you look back on it, if these guys are scammers and con artists, they're using the names of dead people, relatives, people that you probably cherished when they were alive as a way to win you over. And that is sickening. That is fucked up, in my personal opinion. And I understand that a lot of people love it for the entertainment aspect, but if these guys are really making a legitimate business and career off of the sorrow of people, even knowing they're not telling the truth and they're using that information as a way to win you over, fuck that. That is fucked up. Because they're lying to you. They're laughing in your face that you are sitting there crying at the thought that your grandma is really having a conversation with you. They're spitting in your face in the back of their mind. That's another sucker we just suckered in. And it rubs me the wrong way. Personally, I can't stand by that. But that's just me. There's a lot of evidence, and there is evidence. You just got to go out and look for it. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna like bring up the videos of like Pim popping his joints and stuff, and him moving and stuff. You look that up yourself. And plus, there's really good videos that show it, and a lot better than how I can explain it. But to me, it's not a good look. It's just not. And the way they came about with their response video to the entire paranormal community was very much just, how dare you assume this of us? How dare you ask those questions? How dare you put us on like a pedestal of asking, answering these questions that you have, kind of vibe to it. And I just didn't appreciate that. That's not what I wanted to see from people who I truly believed were honest at first. That was probably the sad part, was when I thought they were so genuine in the videos, and then when I saw that response video, I felt like they were just saying F you for asking us this question. And it was like I'm not trying to be a dick. I just want to see you prove that you're not doing this foot method. Because the Fox sisters, the people they compared themselves in the full interview, the Fox sisters were publicly known as scammers, fakers, because they would pop their joints. And this is something that they admitted themselves, and they compared themselves to the Fox sisters. And I'm like, buddy, you just compared yourself to a scammer. So there's a lot. There's a lot there. And most of the answers that I'm trying to find make no sense. The questions I want answered make no sense because of how they've come about defending themselves. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on them. I'm still a big Sam and Colby supporter. Godspeed, I love that content, but I can't support Satori and Cody, unfortunately. I respect Jason Hawes for getting his thoughts out there about his daughter, defending his daughter, but yeah. Yeah, you want legitimate proof. Because though I think people love entertainment value, and that's certainly a case, with everybody, with the paranormal community. They want entertainment, obviously. You don't want the videos to be boring. But obviously there's a big difference in like supporting an entertaining entertainer and not supporting somebody who's using, real information, real deceased loved ones as a way to win you over. Like there's such a difference. I can't support that kind of content creation. I can't support people using the relatives, the people that they truly loved and admired in life, as a way to win people over. It rubs me the wrong way completely. So I wonder if Satori would lie to her dad or not. I don't know. I don't know. That would be more speculation and like theorizing, but I don't know their relationship too well. I have little faith in ghost talking phone apps. No, I don't use them that often. For fun I do, but nothing else. Felt bad for Colby, dude, contemplating his own morality last year in cancer before they filmed. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. I heard to use a live stream method to hunt ghosts rather than edit and using string anyway. Hey Spitfire, Sammy, I think she has. They do a method in his show. Where's the interview when the Conjuring House staff and the video calling the debunkers are trying too hard? Oh, yeah, that. I forget the guy's channel. I'm sorry. But there was a live stream with, like, Andrea Perrin, the Conjuring House staff and everything, and pretty much bashing the debunking community and whatnot, and all that. Though I do think they were actually intentionally going after the people sending death threats, which I do not think is required. You do not have to send death threats to Satori and Cody. You do not have to bully them. You don't have to go after them and talk as mad shit. But, yeah. Yeah, Andrea Perrin was in that live stream. You'd like to see that? I'm trying to think of the channel off the top of my mind. I can't remember it. But to my knowledge, that live stream's not even up on YouTube anymore. I'm thinking it's on their Facebook page. The magic string is what they use to drop a object and open doors without vlogging cameras detecting it. Yeah. Ow, fuck my leg. When you've been sitting here for a while, it starts taking a toll. And I got to get up and move around a little bit because I want to be able to go live on my gaming channel later. Hopefully. Hopefully. No guarantees, though. Andrea Perrin was a little girl when the levitation stuff went down, right? Yeah, she was she's pretty young at that time. Fingers crossed. Dead air sounds right, Glenn. Dead air does sound right. Yeah, might be the dead air channel, guys. Glenn just saved us. But again, it's not just even me now. It's a lot of people who think that they got duped. Oh, gosh, dang, dude. My God, I'm sore. Have you checked out 401 Files? He's a British guy who has talked about UFO, Bigfoot, and ghosts. No, I've never heard of him, no. The Warrens, worst people to invite to your house. I think they were fake. I mean, I don't know if they were or not. I personally would not want to believe they are, but I mean, that definitely can be, that's more of a, you know, I mean, if you find them, if you think they're fake, then I can't blame you. But I personally, I like the Warrens. Who are the Dead Air Channel, J Cards Arts? Dead Air Channel are, I think they're paranormal investigators. They do paranormal investigations at the Conjuring House and stuff like that. They're like staff of the Conjuring House. So, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. I have a feeling Sam and Colby, now know they were lied to. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Again, I don't think they'll ever work for Satori and Cody again after the controversy of that Conjuring series. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I mean, that is some pretty personal shit that was thrown at them. Like Libby Goldback. You can find that information on Google. You can literally Google the grandma's name and just find it, and it does say Libby on it. So it wasn't like a nickname that the family knew themselves. This was an actual nickname that was publicly posted. So a lot of the shit that they were talking about could all be debunked. Because you can find it. 1 a.m. in the UK. It is 7:51 p.m., so it's going on 8 p.m. at night now. Sam said on his Facebook that Cody and Satori are great people. Yeah, I think at the time. I've seen some negative info on them, which bummed me out and lost faith in the Warrens. Well, Sam and Colby and Josh were lied all around, yep. And Josh actually came out and said something about Satori and Cody, and everybody gave them shit. Yeah, everybody gave Josh shit, saying he was a rat and stuff, trying to save his own ass. And no, I think he genuinely got duped, and he was wanting to say something. No, he said that yesterday or something. Oh, he really did? No way. I'm actually going to go to Facebook now and look that up because I'm kind of curious. He said that on Facebook? Sam Goldbach. You said that, did you say that on Facebook? You might have been, I think you might be looking at a fake account. 1 sec, let me go ahead and look that up again. Sam Goldbach. People. Yeah, it doesn't look like Sam has an actual official Facebook. He would have a blue check mark next to his name if he did. Yeah, I think you might be looking at a fake account, Austin, because I don't see a legitimate Sam Goldbach Facebook account. There's a lot of Sam Goldbachs. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a fake account, man. I see the post. I see the post. In a relationship with Caitlin Marie Duncan. Yeah, it's a fake account, man. I'm sorry to say. But I just saw the post where he said Satori and Cody are great people. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a, I hate to say it, man. It's not a real it's not his real account. If it was then you would have been seeing a blue check mark next to his name and probably more recent posts that he's like making on his Instagram. Like if you go to his Instagram, you'll see a blue check mark next to his name to show that he is the real Sam Goldback. Yeah, but that's fine too because I don't think he would say that about Satori and Cody at this point. Yeah, he has. Oh, he has a. I think he has a Twitter too. Yeah. Yeah, he has an X too. Yeah, it's weird. Much better as a Twitter account, but yeah, X account. He has an X account too. Fan page perhaps for Sam Goldbach because there are a lot of fan pages. Yeah, there's a lot of fan pages. Instagram is owned by Facebook, and you can log into Instagram and Facebook are the other way. And yeah, I guess you might have, in a sense, a Facebook account too. But yeah, mainly just Instagram. The Pythian Priestess is actually doing pretty good for followers. I just noticed Sam and Colby don't follow her. You'd think that they would follow that priestess from the Conjuring series, but they don't. Huh. The more you know. Thank you for the love, everybody. I really appreciate the likes. Did my chat freeze? No, you just haven't made any comments yet. Gotcha. Don't worry about it. I was disappointed in Colby and oh yeah, their behavior at the Blair House. Yeah, I think everybody was. Most people were. Even their biggest fans were disappointed in them. Seth though is really going downhill. I'm very shocked to see how much people are starting to not like Seth actually. Yeah, Seth Borden. Gosh dang, I clicked on Seth Rogen. Yeah. You know, his Instagram posts, I mean, seem like they're doing okay, though. Like, nobody's hating on him there. Mainly on Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter, or X, sorry, giving him a lot of shit. Hey, I am new. I came in because I seen that same Ronald doll. Hell yeah, I love that. Let's see here. Sam Goldback, fake accounts, also scam in the comment section. Yep. You unsub to Seth. I'm not subscribed to his channel anymore. I don't wish ill will on the guy. I'm not wishing for his career to go downhill, but I'm just not going to be subscribed to him anymore. It's just that simple. But yeah, Seth Borden's like Instagram account and whatnot. People are really giving him a lot of shit. Like he made a post about let's see here. Yeah, give me a second. I'm looking for the, no matter what kind of fuckery the world has shown me, I've always chosen to respond with love rather than hate. And then, yeah, because a lot of girls were coming out saying that, basically he was doing a lot of sexual assaults, I guess, or like being abusive or whatnot, things along those lines. So yeah. Yeah. People do not believe him. I mean, I'm just seeing a lot of negative comments to him. Yet Seth said I was sorry and it's all good water under the bridge. Yeah, apparently though it wasn't. But that's what he said. Yeah, that's his brother. Chase is his brother. My name is Rain. Sophia is my middle name. Don't worry, everyone. Hey, I'm back. Welcome back. Yeah, it got pretty bad for him. Like he's not, his career's not going under or anything like that. But yeah, people are not really digging him right now. Which, when you do that kind of activity, that's kind of what happens. Am I falling Pokemon? Why am I? No, I'm not. Okay, I don't know why I heard things popping up on my screen then. Pokemon, whatever her name is. Oh, my bad. It's hard to tell who's true and not posting on Twitter, but I also know there's two sides to the story and Seth's situation. Yeah, it's maybe the way he's trying to defend himself. He's like, he comes from a place of love, and then he is there bashing them and stuff, and which I can't blame him, but yeah, he's making himself look worse than he should have. Almost just left it alone, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. A situation like that, it's pretty rough. Not sure what the right answer would have been. All right, guys, it might be a good time to go ahead and end this live stream. We've been on for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and end it and maybe get on my gaming channel. So if you guys are not subscribed to the gaming channel, please be sure to go do that because we only need 10 more subs and we hit 700. Big deal. Please go subscribe to the gaming channel. I'll leave the link in the chat right now so you guys can go over there, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss the live stream when I go live. And I'll definitely see you all later. Thank you again for hopping on in. Logan, Ashley, Samantha, Jessica, B, thank you all. Keith, see you so much. Stir, thank you so much. Trisha, Tanya, thank you for all hopping on in here. Spitfire, thank you so much. So Wokey, hopefully we do a live stream soon, man. All right, guys, please take care. Thank you so much for the love and support. Really appreciate you all. And I'll see you all next time.